off to Pacheco, sidesteps a tackle, cuts 15, 10, 5, freaking touchdown, dude! Blown up, fumble, pitch back to Brian Cook, and Brian Cook's gonna freaking house it, dude! He's gonna house it! Oh my God! He's got plenty of time, fires, back in the end zone, touchdown! Bro, what the frick did I just watch? And this is why you don't doubt Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna waltz in, untouched, touchdown, Kansas City, let's go, baby! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Chiefs-Lions play-by-play reaction stream. Sunday Night Football is roughly 30 minutes away. There's plenty to talk about. Storylines heading into this game, some new developments. There's a lot going on here. This is not going to be an easy game. The Lions are a great team, arguably one of the best in the entire NFL, for sure. Top 2, top 3 in the NFC. This is a powerhouse, a buzzsaw on offense. We'll definitely take a look at that side of the ball. On defense, they're dangerous as well. They have some playmakers, but that secondary is really banged up. But I do want to talk about the biggest storyline heading into this game that is new, and it's really going to be revealed by the inactives. Most of you already know, but the starting left tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs, Josh Simmons, is out. He's not going to be playing in this game, and essentially what's going on is he had a family emergency in California. Don't know if he left there last night. I don't know if he left for California today. But he's in California right now, dealing with a family emergency and has been ruled out for this game, which you can see as he's one of the 5 inactives for the Kansas City Chiefs. Christian Fulton is also inactive after a full practice all week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know what to make of that yet. I thought if Christian Fulton was healthy, he would be good to go and play some snaps to allow Trent McDuffie to potentially kick inside to the slot to cover Amon-Ra St. Brown. I am going to give Christian Fulton one more week. Like, maybe it's a bit of a ramp up still for him with the foot injury and missing a lot of time. So if he's a full participant all next week, and hey guys, you can see my screen share for the live stream. I was making sure we were good to go. But yeah, if he fully participates at practice next week, all week, and then is inactive again, I'm going to have a little bit of concerns for Fulton just because he was a very big offseason addition for the Chiefs. 2 years, $20 million. Now, speaking of big offseason additions, that's why you're glad with Josh Simmons dealing with a family emergency. It's not ideal, but again, there's more to life than football, guys. If he's dealing with a family emergency and somebody's either sick or there's just, I don't know what's going on. I don't want to speculate, but if it was bad enough that he had to leave, I'm going to trust that it was legit. And again, there's more to life than football. But this is why I'm so glad that the Chiefs brought in Jalen Moore to a 2-year, $30 million deal, and he ended up being a very expensive swing tackle because Josh Simmons won the job. They signed Jalen Moore in the offseason. They draft Josh Simmons. So Jalen Moore, then Josh Simmons. They had a little bit of a battle, maybe, a little bit, for the left tackle spot, but Josh Simmons clearly won it. But you got to remember, Jalen Moore has started 12 or 13 NFL games, and he used to back up Trent Williams. So this guy is used to coming in and pinch hitting and not always being 100% ready and good to go in some of these games. But that's just a big storyline because you're going to see Jalen Moore covering Aiden Hutchinson, okay? And he's one of the best defensive ends in all of football. He's got a sack in almost every single game. If not, he does have a sack in every single game. He is a game wrecker. He has 31 pressures on the year. This dude is a problem, and Jalen Moore is going to have his work cut out for him, making his debut as a starter for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, those are the only ones really worth talking about. I mean, Jared Wiley, Elijah Mitchell, and Malik Herring are all inactives. None of those are really surprising. I think when you look at the Lions inactives, that's when you start seeing some weaknesses show up for them. Terry and Arnold, Avonte Maddox, both of them are cornerbacks ruled out for this game. They had another cornerback. He was placed on IR. Then what? You had the guy who was filling in as your left tackle last week is it Manu? He is on IR, and Dan Skipper is going to be your left tackle. You can see him here. Dan Skipper. Meanwhile, why doesn't it have Manu on IR? He's your international guy, so I don't know where he's at right now. But this offense is a buzzsaw, and the defense is going to have their work cut out for him. I will say this, something to note is Omar Norman-Lott is playing in this game. That's a big deal and a big get for the Chiefs D-line. You've got Jared Goff really wheeling and dealing this year. I think 12 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. The really scary dual threat backs. I mean, well, dual threat, or it's a really scary duo in Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, but Jahmyr Gibbs is really your dual threat back. But you've got to pay attention to both of those guys. Look for 0 and 5 out there. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 14. Look for him in the slot. I think Trent McDuffie needs to cover him in the slot. Jamison Williams, number 1. He's your deep threat burner. Khalif Raymond, he is your punt returner. He hurt his neck last week, but he's good to go. And then Sam Laporta, one of the best tight ends in the NFL. So you've got a lot to worry about over here. These guys are averaging 35 points a game. They score an average of 4.5 touchdowns a game. It's insane. So you've got to do enough to slow them down. Meanwhile, the Chiefs' offense, even without Josh Simmons, you're just going to have to fire on all cylinders and put up a lot of points, probably 30 if you want to win this game. The thing about the Lions is their secondary is very banged up. I already talked about it a little bit, but look at some of these guys. Look at all the guys on IR. Safeties, strong safety, Ennis Rakestraw Jr., DJ Reed, both of those guys are on IR. Khalil Dorsey, Avonte Maddox is out. Terrian Arnold is out. I will say this, too. They've got 2 safeties that you need to look out for. Brian Branch, 32. Kirby Joseph, 31. Both of those guys are really good. Both of them were questionable heading into this game and are going to play. But Brian Branch is dealing with an ankle tweak. Kirby Joseph, a knee. So they might not be 100% out there, but they are still dangerous threats in their own right. Brian Branch had the pick 6 off of Kadarius Toney last time these two teams played, and Kirby Joseph had 9 INTs last year and 3 this season so far, which leads the team. So some ball hawks, playmakers in their own right. You can't sleep on their linebackers either, Alex Anzalone and Jack Campbell. Those guys are very talented and often slept on guys, in my opinion. I think it's 34 and 46. And then Aiden Hutchinson, watch out for him. Muhammad has 3.5 sacks as well. So you've got your hands full. 2 great teams. The Chiefs really need a W. There's no way around it. The Lions are 4-1. They've won 4 straight games. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are floundering a little bit. They're 2-3, and you don't really want to fall to 2-4. It's just not ideal at all. Now, you get reinforcements back, like Josh Simmons is coming back, okay? Rashee Rice is coming back next week. He's returning from suspension, so there's reinforcements on the way, but in a perfect world, you don't start 2-4. And that's just kind of where we're at. I had the Chiefs, if they're going to win, I said they're going to have to win something insane like 34-31, just because I really do believe against an offense as powerful as the Lions, even with the left tackle issues that they have and some of the makeshift O-line that they have or just shuffling. It's not makeshift, just a lot of shuffling heading into this season. You're going to have to play lights out against this team if you want to win it. Nancy, thank you so much for the membership. Ari with the 37 months. I appreciate you, man. Rust with the 5. No Simmons against the number 2 pass rush. Sorry, we're getting effed up tonight. Thank you for the 5, man. Justin DeRuse in the house with the 10 bomb. Let's go. Papa HBTC in the house. And Mike Gerber with the 5 gifted. Heck yeah. I mean, Jalen Moore is a serviceable left tackle, and that's why you paid him money. So he's going to have to show up and kind of do his thing. I do anticipate some weird moments with him where maybe he just wasn't quite on the same page as some of the O-line, maybe Kingsley or just whatever. I think we're going to see some hiccups here or there, but because, again, it's his first time starting with a brand new team. But he's been in the system. It's next man up. The Lions have injuries. The Chiefs have a couple injuries. Josh Simmons. The tough part for me is Josh Simmons is last minute not playing. So it's not like Jalen Moore was the left tackle all week long taking reps. No, this is quite honestly essentially an injury early in the game. And it's not. Josh Simmons is fine and healthy, but it's just basically no notice, a 2 hours notice, 3 hours notice max for Jalen Moore. But hey, next man up. And again, the Lions are banged up in the secondary. The Chiefs have some stuff that they're dealing with. A lot of teams around the NFL have injuries and stuff that they're dealing with. So you've just got to figure it out and play ball. There's 11 people out there on the field, and if you're down one of your guys, you've got to step up and just kind of make it happen. Donna with the 5. We need this win. Chargers, Broncos, and Raiders all won today. Can't fall in last place. Yeah, I think the Raiders are 2-4, which would be hilarious. It wouldn't be funny, but I laugh through pain that if the Chiefs somehow ended up losing this one, it would be the 2-4 Raiders against the 2-4 Chiefs next week. And that is insane to me. So it cannot happen, okay? We can't let that happen. The Chiefs need to come out of here with a W. Josh Simmons, last minute out or not. Twisted, thanks so much for the gifted and the membership as well, brother. Thank you. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. I mean, game is starting in about 15 minutes. We've got Chiefs taking the field. The Lions are going to be white on white. And yeah, we're just kind of getting ready. I was just checking Twitter, making sure I wasn't missing anything, but I do want to bring FLDB in. We'll pull up the scoreboard and just kind of get everything ready here. This is the man, the myth, the legend himself that helps me run the scoreboard. How are you doing, brother? You're muted. I don't know why.
How about now? Am I good now?
No, you're not. You're good now.
Okay.
What's up, man? How's it going? You're good.
Hey, it's going good. Going good. Watching football today. Wasn't very, wasn't some not great football this morning. That was awful. And then just throughout the day, no high profile games, but our game's the high profile game. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, the charge. I mean, I could just share my screen just real quick and get through this, but if I go here, I mean, an ugly one this morning. You're talking about some weird games. The Broncos beating the Jets 13-11. It was disgusting football. I'm not going to lie to you. A win's a win. That's all that matters. The Seahawks beat the Jags 20-12. The Chargers snuck by the Dolphins last minute, 29-27. The Dolphins were up 27-26 with, I don't even know how much time was left, 30 seconds. But the Chargers were able to drive down the field and kick a game-winning field goal. The Rams beat the Ravens, so the Ravens fall to what? Are they 1-5? Yeah, the Ravens are 1-5. They are going into their bye week, and then Lamar Jackson should return as the starter. But the Ravens are in a really, really ugly spot. The Panthers beat the Cowboys in a close one. The Patriots held on to beat the Saints. They were up for a little while in the fourth quarter and managed to maintain the W. Drake May looks really good out there, to be honest with you. They're 4-2. The Browns lose to the Steelers as Flacco made his debut and looked a little bit better than Jake Browning, but he's been here like less than a week. The Raiders ended up beating the Titans in an ugly game. I think the Raiders were up at one point. It was like almost 20 or 17-3. I think it might have been 20-3, and then they got a touchdown late in the fourth quarter. I was watching some of these games on Red Zone and then dealing with the Josh Simmons news and just kind of getting ready for the day. But yeah, I mean, nothing too insane. What am I reading? Flacco didn't make his debut with the Browns. Gabriel played his second game, and I'm thinking of Flacco making his debut with the Packers. So sorry, I misspoke, but he looked better than Browning. 18-27. Obviously, the Packers win that game, and then this is Dylan Gabriel. So sorry, I just misspoke. Flacco was a Brown last week, ended up getting traded to the Bengals. Then the 49ers lose to the Buccaneers, and they lost Fred Warner for the season. He broke his ankle. It was a nasty-looking play. You're now out Bosa for the season. You're now out Fred Warner for the season. They're dealing with a lot of injuries over there, to say the least. And now you've got Lions and Chiefs, and they're starting in roughly like 13 minutes. So that's kind of where we are. Needing a win, yes, because just as somebody said in chat, the Raiders won, the Broncos won, and the Chargers won. The Chargers are 4-2. I think the Broncos 3. What are they? The Broncos are 4-2, and the Raiders are 2-4. So every game matters from this point on, and It's unfortunate. Worthy's going to be playing. He has an ankle issue, so he won't be 100%, but maybe close to, hopefully. Rice does return, and then you have no Simmons last minute. But how are you feeling about this game, FLDB, as we get ready for it?
I mean, I think Moore will be serviceable. I think, that's why we pay him. And as long as Mahomes is comfortable in the pocket, our offense should be fine. The defense is going to be more of the worry because of how high-powered the Lions are. They just have so many weapons. So if you can somehow negate that and get to Goff, who doesn't really run the ball very much, he's not very mobile. He'll stand in the pocket, and but if he has time, he's going to throw darts. So, got to get to him.
He's going to throw darts, and he's got plenty of weapons to throw to. Laporta, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, Tesla is a young guy. I don't think he's super involved yet, but he's made some really impressive plays, especially early on this season. Yeah, you've got plenty of guys to worry about. And then Jahmyr Gibbs is a dual threat guy. So you've got your hands full. You've got to try to slow them down enough, maybe force a turnover. Again, Goff only has 2 INTs on the year. Meanwhile, the Lions defense has 9 takeaways on the season, which heading into this game was tied for 3rd most takeaways after the Chiefs just played the team with the most takeaways in the NFL the week prior in the Jacksonville Jaguars. So here we are, very important game, and we are inching ever so closer to the start of this one. I'll keep an eye on coin flip and all that stuff that should take place in the next 5 minutes or so. Angry Drunken German in the house with the membership. Thank you so much, brother. Nicholas Cage with the 5 bomb. Today I'm wearing my Ty Law Chiefs jersey while at work. Let's go, Chiefs. Heck yeah, bro. Sherry, thank you for the membership. Hannah with the 5. Key to keeping Lions offense in check. Here we go. Spags needs to pressure Goff. He's easily rattled. If he has time in the pocket, he's dangerous and will pick us apart. I think he's done. I would need to go back and look at some of the stats. I think he's done okay against the blitz, like pretty decent. But if you can get home and pressure him without sending extra, that's where he does struggle. So that's where it's like, okay, Omar Norman Lott, Chris Jones, Omenihu, George Karlaftis, let's take advantage of this line and let's do some damage and enforce. I just think against this team, man, you can't have the penalties, the miscues, turnovers. The defense needs to force at least 1 turnover. This team's just too good to play sloppy football and end up winning. Now, again, they are very banged up in the secondary. There is no doubt about it. That's why I think the Chiefs offense has to score at least 30, and you have a chance at winning this game. But they're a very good team. You can't sleep on them. I have a lot of respect for the Lions. I like Dan Campbell. I mean, I think he's done an awesome job turning that franchise around, and this will not be an easy game. I mean, that is for sure. This will not be an easy game. As a Bengals fan, I think they'll be 11-6. You talking about like the Chiefs by season's end, or are you talking about the Bengals? I think the Chiefs, 11-6 sounds pretty realistic. It would be maybe even a little better if you can get out of here 3-3, Rice comes back, and maybe you're 12-5. I think that's pretty doable, but we'll just have to see 1 week at a time right now. And I do want to mention Penei Sewell. He's the right tackle for the Lions. I just saw him on the broadcast. One of the best right tackles in the NFL, but he's Kingsley Sewell-Matia's cousin. So I just thought that was cool. I remember that from the draft, but they brought it back up again this week during his presser. So that's pretty cool. And that's just like the only random snippet I'm going to give you because my brain moves all over the place sometimes. But heck yeah, man. Well, FLDB, thanks for holding it down with the scoreboard. We've got the helmet. We're not going to put that on. I don't think you need to put it on right now unless you want to, but we've got the helmet ready. This is the way. All right, now let's go. Hannah with the 5. I think I read that. Yep, thank you. Casey with the 20 bomb. Let's freaking go. Big one tonight. Yes, sir. Lions are scoring 40-plus average last 4 weeks, which is crazy in the NFL. Yeah, because they put up a 50-burger week 2, and then they haven't put up that much since, but it's been 50-burger, 40-burger, upper 30s. It's been pretty crazy for them the last 4 weeks where they struggled week 1 against the Green Bay Packers. But outside of that, they've looked absolutely electric. But then Casey goes on to say, but as long as we win, don't care what the score is. 51-50 W is fine. We can be happy and rail on the D all week on social media. Hey, if we have another one of those, That's crazy because if you guys remember Jared Goff when he was a Ram and Patrick Mahomes early on in his career, I think it was 2019, 2018. I don't remember what year it was exactly, but it was that 51-54 game, and the Chiefs ended up losing. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be that high scoring, but that was a pretty electric game. I'll never forget that one. Hannah with the 2. Seeing Rico Dowdle run makes me so jealous. He's actually on my fantasy team on Sleeper. And Chuba Hubbard was out 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh, I'll put Rico Dowdle in his place. He's going to get some reps. And this dude won me the game last week, and I think he's going to win me this week too. Yeah, he's been absolutely electric. Finest with the 5. I watch you every week at work, bro. Oh, let's go. Thank you, man. Everybody doubting us. I think Arnold jinxed his team with the AI photo of Mahomes and Campbell. We got this. Yeah, I did see that. I just thought it was a little funny, and then moved on about my day with it. Didn't pay it too much mind. But we are getting very close. Very, very close to getting this game started, and I'm very excited, man. It's going to be a tough game, but hopefully the Chiefs can get out of here with a W. They are favored by like 2.5. They're home. They're at home. Got home field advantage with Chiefs Kingdom, rocking and being loud. So hopefully they can do a little bit to disrupt Goff in that offense. But Goff's been pretty good on the road. I don't want to misspeak, but I feel like he's won the majority of his road games recently, and I don't remember what the exact record was, but it was pretty impressive going back to like late last year. So, and maybe even just last year in general. I would have to look it up. I thought he was 6-1 on the road, but I can't verify that off the top of my head, and I could be wrong, but either way, very good, and you're going to have to play lights out. There's just no way around it. Powered up with the 2-bomb. Why isn't your wife making you pizzas anymore? I mean, she does sometimes, but I try not to eat late. No more late night pizzas. I'm trying not to. But she's still around. She's not making late night pizzas. She's putting the kids down and holding it down. All right, how close are we getting to this game here? All right, I was just checking Twitter. We're not quite there as far as like coin flip or anything yet, but we're close. Because then the game started at 7:20, technically. Yeah, so we are definitely minutes away here. How is Josh Simmons? No idea. I know he's dealing with a family. I talked about it earlier on in the stream. He's dealing with a family emergency, and he's in California right now, ruled out for the game. So it's super unfortunate. I hope that everything could be okay with him and his family, whatever's going on. And that's kind of it. He's out, and it's next man up, and it's going to be Jalen Moore in at left tackle. What's up, Daniel? Daniel Akers in the house. When does Najee Johnson come back? I have no idea. He can return any week now. Yep. Yep, let's go. We are here. Sunday Night Football, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah! I will quickly share. I'll quickly share some of my favorite picks for this game in case you want to tail last minute here. This was fun. Underdog introduced this today. You can now select multiple stats on the same player. So I have Mahomes going higher than 266.5 passing yards, higher than a touchdown and a half, just because the secondary is banged up. You're going to need to probably win in a shootout. And Amon-Ra St. Brown lower than 100 yards, 99.5. I had to flex that up a little bit, but it felt okay. Felt safe. But this is the one we did earlier in the week. Thornton higher than 20.5 receiving yards. He's averaging like 55 yards a game. Jake Bates higher than 2.5 extra points made. That's only 21 points in touchdowns, and the Lions are averaging 35 points a game. And then Mahomes higher than 31.5 pass attempts. He's done this in 4 out of 5 games this week. And again, with that banged up secondary, I think you're going to be throwing the ball quite a bit in this one and trying to confuse the secondary and take advantage of them. And if you guys want to tail, make sure to use my code HPTC on Underdog, where any new signup can play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds. The season-long partner of the channel allows me to have staff members, have FLDV running the scoreboard, and being able to provide you guys a lot of fun. Obviously, be responsible. But with that being said, let's get into this game. FLDB, we getting ready. You want to hold down the camera for a second, and I'm just going to run to the restroom right before this game starts and get it going.
Yeah, I got you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, everybody. Let's get it. Just went back to the commercial. They're probably going to do the anthem, and then they'll do the everything, point toss everything off of commercial, and then we'll be good to go. Getting my pick up. score prediction. My score prediction is 31 to 24 Chiefs. I think they can pull it off. Offense has been clicking lately. Defense, I mean, if you get McDuffie holding down Amon-Ra or St. Brown, I think Spags will also prioritize making sure Gibbs doesn't do too much, like he does usually with superstar running backs. So, speaking of drum tonight, it was, I believe, Jared Allen, if I'm not mistaken. He was doing the drum tonight.
Your audio's a little in and out, brother.
Oh.
I don't know if it's because you turned it down and the mic's far away or what, but it was a little in and out. But we back. We back. Love the t-shirt. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate the 2-bomb. Yeah, they're saying audio's clipping, mic issues. So, not really sure. It was like your mic wasn't picking up your audio enough. I'm not really sure why. I just wanted to give you a heads up. Heck yeah. Kiefer, what's up, Sino? I live in Toronto, and I'm letting the fiance have the TV to watch the Blue Jays, so I'll be watching with you and your pup. Oh, let's go. Let's go, man. How'd you lose that battle? Letting the fiance have the TV to watch the Blue Jays? All right. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy. You've got to would YouTube TV split the games? Could you do dual screen Blue Jays and I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not, I'm not sure. Is Rice playing? No, he's still suspended. He's still suspended until next week. Still suspended. Yeah, we're getting very close here. I don't know when we're gonna. I don't know when we're getting going here, but it's gonna be any minute. We're getting close. Oh, you love the t-shirt? Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you. This is Made Mob. I think the link is in the description. Exclamation point Made Mob would get you there too. I'm just an affiliate, so it's not like sponsored. But if you use code HBT Chiefs, you get 20% off, and I get a little kickback. So all the shirts I've been wearing for months now is mainly Made Mob. You're drinking some Tank 7s today? Oh, am I? No. I try not to have anything during the games, maybe after, just because I want to be sharp and focused. And, I mean, I get nervous and stuff, but I want to call the game as well as I can for you guys. And I just feel like if I have drinks, which is fine, I don't care, but like my mind is just not quite as sharp. I want to be sharp. Especially just when I call the game, because these streams get long, and I get kind of tired near the end of it as it is. Mr. Bear with the 19 months. Mixed emotions going into this game, but super happy to be hanging with the HBTC gang. Heck yeah, man. This is a really good Lions team. Glad you're here. This will not be easy. We've already got 3,000 in chat. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. But hey, let's see what happens with the Chiefs tonight. And somebody said alcohol's the devil's drink. I mean, just whatever you do, just moderation, guys. That's just my motto. To each their own. But yeah, this is going to be a tough team, and you've got to fire. Lights out. You can't be sloppy like last week. No 13 flags, no pick 6. Can't be doing that. Can't drop a gift basket, INT. Can't be doing none of that. And Jeanette with the 2. Let's go Chiefs. Heck yeah. We're getting we're close. Five of their 6 corners heading into the season are all out, either inactive or on IR. We talked about that earlier, but it's pretty crazy. All right, the Lions won the toss and elected to receive. They want to start out and put some points up on the board. So the Chiefs are going to kick off to begin tonight's game. They'll start with the ball in the second half, which is typically what they want to do anyway. So and there we go. But I mean, the Lions, man, here we go. Absolute buzzsaw of a team. Jared Allen is he's the drum honoree today. I love that. You want to try your mic again over here, FLDB, before we go?
Yeah. Does it sound good now, or?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay. I don't know what's going on with it.
I think you're just talking quiet, and if it's got some weird like compression or stuff, it just maybe wasn't hitting it. Because I know you turned that mic down a click, but that's why I have my mic
the Windows 11, so it may have reset my settings too. So
Got you. All good. All right, we're getting ready to kick off, man. Harrison Butker putting the ball on the tee. Here we go. Let's get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready for some Sunday Night Football. Always appreciate your live streams. Thank you, Kathy, with the 2, watching on Rabbit Ears and listening to Cole. Oinky boinky, come on. All right, Butker, kick is up. Right side, Lions left. Caught at the 5. 1 missed tackle, but, 2 missed tackles. Khalif Raymond is going to try to get to the right side, and he gets hogtied by Chris Roland Wallace. Just inside the 30-yard line. Cooper with the 5. We're going to need the Mando helmet and the Stair Spanks all night for the good luck. All right, Cooper, thank you for the 5. Kathy, thanks again for the 2. Oinky Boinky with the 5. Unnatural with the 10. And Sean Peterson with the 50 bomb. Got a place in my heart for both teams. Said Unnatural, I grew up in Detroit, but my mom was a Derek Thomas fan. Heart split. If either wins this game or the Super Bowl, I'll be happy. Let's go, man. Derek Thomas, my favorite player of all time. All right, Lions. Break the huddle. You got Goff under center at the 29. They are going to hand it off, and it's going to be about a 3-4 yard gain up at the right hash. That was Jahmyr Gibbs, and this is a team that can do it all, but they do want to establish the run. Because Goff off of play action is absolutely incredible. Second and 6. Goff under center once again. Looks like Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. Amon-Ra, left side of the screen, I believe. Top of the screen. They're going to hand it off again, and Gibbs is going to try to get something done and maybe gets a yard? Maybe gets a yard. 3rd down and 7, 6, depending on the spot here. I think 7 is a bit too in favor of the Chiefs. 3rd and 5. Okay, I was like, it's not 3rd and 7. Unnatural, thanks again for the 10. And Sean Peterson with the 50 bomb. You absolute legends. 3rd and 5. Crowd's getting loud. You've got Goff in the gun. Gibbs to his right. Do the Chiefs bring pressure? You got Laporta in motion. 3 options to the left. Throws left. Wide open Laporta with Nick Bolton trying to catch him in coverage. Needed 5. Got 10. One of the easiest 3rd down conversions I will ever see in my entire life. You got Sam Laporta in motion. And it was Drew Tranquil on one side. And that was Nick Bolton's responsibility on the other. I'm taking that all day. Sam Laporta against Nick Bolton, who has his strengths in this defense, but it's not going to be covering Sam Laporta. I'm sorry. 1st and 10 at the 45. Great play design there by Detroit. Goff under center on 1st and 10, changing the play. They are going to hand it off once again. And I think it's Gibbs going to get about 4 or 5 yards. Minihue with the tackle. Did the Lions get the ball first? Yep. Yes. Ellie said y'all are a tough crowd. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't pay too much attention to chat early on in these games, or really at any point in these games, because the sky is falling from play 1. All right, Lions up at the 49. Just shy of midfield. Goff in the gun. He's got 2 options to his left. Jahmyr Gibbs to his right. Chiefs showing pressure. They're going to bring 1, maybe 2. Quick pass left side to Jamison Williams, 1st down. You got 1 yard past the line to gain, so you're in Chiefs territory here, moving pretty quickly, pretty efficiently. 5 plays, 27 yards. It's been pretty easy. Now, the Chiefs' defenses look good on the ground, covering, guarding the run, but this is going to be a problem. That was McDuffie on Jamison Williams. There's so many options for Goff to throw to. At the 44, under center, is going to play action, steps to his right, throws. Jamison Williams is wide open. He tries to leap over Jalen Watson and does a front flip out of bounds. Oh my gosh, that was 15 yards. That's about as wide open as you could possibly get. They blitzed McDuffie, I think, from the replay, and I don't know that anybody followed Jamison. So he was as wide open as you could get, and he's got to be careful leaping up like that. He landed hard on the ground after trying to leap over Jalen Watson at the 29-yard line, just like that. 4 minutes off the clock. Goff under center has Amon-Ra in motion to the right. They're going to hand it off to him on a jet sweep, and ankle tackled by Brian Cook. Leo Chanel cleans it up. Gain of maybe 2. That was a really good stop there. High IQ play by safety Brian Cook. Yeah, that was a great play there by Cook. He saw that one developing and made a play. Gain of only 2. Ten and a half minutes to go in the first. Lions, 7 plays, 44 yards so far. At the Chiefs' 27, Goff under center, 3 options to his left. Scratch that. You got Amon-Ra in motion, but they hand it off to Gibbs, and he's going to get maybe 8 yards. You had a little misdirection there. Amon-Ra going in motion from the left to the right. You hand it off to Gibbs. He kind of shoots up the left, near the left hash, and gets 7 or 8 yards, I think, on that run. Again, this is a very high-powered offense. You're going to have to just do what you can to slow them down, and then the Chiefs' offense is going to have to put up points here. At the 21-yard line, 3rd and 2, Amon-Ra in motion from the right to the left, Goff under center. Chiefs trying to figure some stuff out, but they're going to hand it off, and on second effort, Gibbs is going to get enough for the first down. Was stopped just shy. Second effort, just past the line to gain. First down, once again for the Lions. So far on this drive, 2 for 2 on third downs, and that was their 4th first down. My shirt is bad luck. What? 9 plays, 53 yards. So far on this drive, Goff in the gun steps back, and it's going to be a little flick from Amon-Ra to Gibbs, who is able to shake a couple tackles up the left side. So Amon-Ra catches the ball, laterals it to Gibbs, kind of like Kelsey would be doing, catching the ball and lateraling it, but I think it was designed. Chris Jones got to Goff quickly, hit him as he threw. A little trickery. Noel Williams missed his tackle, and Jahmyr Gibbs was able to snake up the left side for some additional yardage. They're at the 15. This team will run trick plays. They're ultra aggressive. Will go for it on 4th down. They do not care. Goff in the gun. Amon-Ra in the slot. Watch for him. Number 14. Tesla in motion. They're going to hand it off. And Gibbs is going to get 7 yards, 8 yards. It was 2nd and 7, and I think they're going to mark him. Yeah, they're going to give him the first down. 1st and goal at the 9. This is easy. This looks so easy for the Lions. Really good team, man. Unnatural with the 2 red zone, except David Montgomery more. Yeah, they're a good team. Buzzsaw. It's been all Jahmyr Gibbs so far. David Montgomery's 5. Haven't seen him in the game yet. At the 8, Goff under center. And then you've got Amon-Ra in motion, but goes back to his original side. They're going to hand it off once again to Gibbs, and he's going to barrel his way to about the 3, maybe the 4, depending on the spot. 2nd and goal. Lions moving pretty easily here. I mean, that was expected. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised because that offense is incredible. Let's see what happens here. 12 plays, 67 yards, 8 minutes off the clock on the opening drive. Sam Laporta, their tight end, goes from out wide to inline. Goff in the gun, 2 seconds on the play clock, is going to hand it off once again to Gibbs. And Gibbs is going to get down to maybe the 2. 3rd and goal. Big play here, but here's the thing. The Lions, if they're close, they're going to go for it. They're psychos. They don't care. And I think you might see the Lions, honestly, be a little bit more aggressive in this game than typical, just because they know how banged up their secondary is. So if it's close or it's looking like it's a shootout, you'll see Dan Campbell not even blink on going for it on 4th down. Yeah, it's going to be 2 downs. Probably so, depending on how this, if it's a loss of 5, maybe not. We've got a weird play. 3 behind Goff, who's under center. Jahmyr Gibbs in the center. And they hand it off to him, and he's going to be stopped shy. I think they're going to mark him at the half-yard line, 4th and goal. And if I'm Dan Campbell, I'm going for it. What are we doing? I don't even think you blink at it. You look at your 4th down call, you run another one. 7 for 9 on 4th downs this season. Tied for 6th in the NFL. They're huddled up, crowd's getting loud. Huge play here. Both for the Lions and the Chiefs defense. Let's see what happens. David Montgomery is in, by the way. You've got Jamison Williams and Amon-Ra on the right side, but they've only got 1 second left on the play clock. They get the ball off. It's play action rollout, and they dirt it. I think the play got blown dead, and Dan Campbell called a timeout, which is unfortunate because they got the timeout off with 1 second left on the play clock, and that play was going absolutely nowhere. So unfortunate for us as Chiefs fans because that play was, I don't think it was going to do anything. But timeout Lions, their first of the half, because the crowd was getting loud. There looked like there was some confusion on the right side between Jamison Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown and where they were supposed to be lining up. I think Andy Reid, he seems frustrated on the sideline. I don't know if it's because he thought the play, I think he thought they did not get the time off or the timeout off in time. He's a little frustrated talking with the refs about it. All right, we're going to try it again here. Goff under center, Montgomery and one of their tight ends behind him. Goff is going to motion out, and it's going to be a pass to Goff, who catches it and runs in for a touchdown after bobbling it. What in the actual hell was that? Dude, the Lions are psychos. On 4th and goal, you're going to throw it to Jared Goff on the left side. He bobbles it up and was able to haul it back in and run into the end zone. What? Montgomery throws it to him. Goff didn't even cleanly catch the ball. It like bounced off of McDuffie and Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he hauled it back in. He dropped the pass, and it bounced perfectly off of Amon-Ra St. Brown back into Goff's hands, and he runs in for the end zone. I mean, this is the Kansas City Chiefs in a nutshell this season. Unlucky, but it just is insane. What a play. But Goff drops the ball. Are they saying that they missed a penalty? So they're saying it's an illegal formation and it's not reviewable, so it's just a missed call. But if it's not... Oh, they are going to throw the flag. No way. Illegal motion. 5-yard penalty, replay, 4th down. So what happened is Goff didn't get set. He didn't get set when he went in motion. They were talking about it on the broadcast when I was talking to you guys about the play. I heard it late. Yeah, he never paused after going in motion. And because of that, it's an illegal formation or an illegal shift or whatever. And it's a 5-yard penalty, and that is actually going to take the touchdown off the board. And because you're moving back 5 yards, the Lions are going to be kicking a field goal. It looks like the Lions are going to try to kick a field goal, because if you're on fourth down at the, what is that, like the 7? 4th and goal at the 7? Okay, never mind. I guess Goff and company is going to go for it anyway. They had the kicking unit out there, and now they're going to go for it anyway. These guys are psychos. What is going on already in this game? Goff can't hear. He's shaking his head going like this. There's 9 seconds left on the play clock, and I think the Lions might have to burn another timeout. 2 seconds, 1 second. And I don't know what's going on. delay of game, 5-yard penalty, and now I would assume the Lions kick a field goal. Okay, so they didn't burn a second timeout. There's a little confusion there. I think the Lions and Goff wanted the clock reset maybe. Felt like it didn't. He couldn't hear anything in the huddle either because the crowd was too loud. This is crazy. What is happening? Okay, so now after all that, they're backed up to the 10 or the 11 at the left hash. Jake Bates, a really good kicker, is set up for the 28-yard attempt. The kick is up and right down the middle. Lions strike first, 3-0. What a wild series, a wild sequence. 15 plays, 61 yards. 9.5 minutes off the clock. I mean, that's a lot of time off the clock, dude. That is a lot of time off the clock. They had a touchdown, but Goff with the illegal, was it illegal? What was the actual penalty? Illegal motion. So that moves them back. They were going to go for it anyway. Couldn't hear the play. A little bit of dysfunction. Delay of game. I mean, that's huge. And that's what I'm saying. When you're playing against a team as good as the Lions, like, you have to play lights out and then take advantage of any mistakes that they make, right? So a couple penalties, moves them back. They settle for 3 instead of a touchdown, which Goff initially did score, but again, he didn't get set after going in motion. They're trying to catch him off guard. Flip with the 37 months. Both offenses will be going for it all night on 4th downs. Look out. Chief DeLorean with the 2-bomb. Yeah, this is going to be embarrassing. I don't know about all that, brother. It's still early. I can't make any declarative statements on the first drive of the first quarter. It's a little tough for me to do that. Tez's Lawn and Landscape with the membership as well. Appreciate you, man. Flip with the 5. Looks like the refs have received and accepted your Gcash. I mean, it looked like a legit penalty, and then the delay of game is delay of game. But crazy opening sequence. The Chiefs have not seen that one before, because when Goff, FLDB, when Goff went in motion like that, it was 2-on-1 on the left side there. 1 DB, McDuffie, on Amon-Ra, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a wild play design.
Yeah, but he didn't stop and set himself. This isn't Canadian football, so you can't be moving while the ball is being snapped.
Yeah, absolutely crazy, man. I'm glad. But you hold the Lions to 3, a team that doesn't really get held to 3 very often. You've got to take advantage of that if you're the Kansas City Chiefs on offense here. You got to come out and put up 7. You don't have Josh Simmons. I get it. But you've got to find a way. This is a very banged up secondary. Yeah, you've got to take advantage of the banged up secondary and get it going here. Goff with the illegal alien, 15-yard penalty. Illegal alien. What? Illegal formation. 5-yard penalty. Wheezy with the membership. Appreciate you, brother. Will with the 10 months. Lived for many years in the D. All those years that the Lions sucked. Hard to cheer against them, but let's go Chiefs. Yes, sir. Thank you for the 10 months. The kick is going to be up. Caught left side by Nico Remigio. He's at the 30. Tackled down at the 30. There's a lot of shoving after and late. Please, no more special teams flags, or I am literally going to lose my... We don't need special teams penalties, man. All right, the helmet's going on, just so you guys know. Trying to give the offense a little mojo. Let's go. Remember, Jalen Moore is making a start at left tackle instead of Josh Simmons, who is inactive for this game. You've got Mahomes in the gun, Worthy in an orbit motion. They're actually going to hand it off to Pacheco, right side, and he's going to get maybe 2 yards. Might only have been 1. It's wild. I mean, the Lions are really good, okay, but they were averaging, 6 yards a run on their opening drive? Jahmyr Gibbs was only 3.6 yards a carry. All right, 2nd and 9. Mahomes in the gun. Got Kelsey. in the motion on the right side, and he's going to hit Kelsey. Middle of the field, he makes a second move, makes a man miss, spins off of another tackle, and is getting shoved all the way to the 47-yard line. Holy smokes, Travis Kelce of Young, running around out there like a madman at the age of 36. Yep, goes in motion to Mahomes' right. Mahomes finds him, soft spot. I mean, you got one linebacker missing, another D lineman bouncing off of him. Kelce, nice inside move after faking he was going to go outside. That's going to be a really good 15-plus yard gain there, somewhere right around there. And the Chiefs are going to have the ball. 46-yard line, play action, caught by Juju. Missed tackle. He's at the 30, up the right side. 25 and tackled at the 25 near the right sideline. I think that was an RPO quick pass fired into traffic. Close. Let me see. Mahomes is in the gun. Juju's lined up on the left side, just runs like a little bit of a slant. Actually, just really a shallow crosser, and Mahomes rolls out right and just fires a strike. You had 15 yards to Kelce, and that was a 30-yard strike to Juju Smith-Schuster. 45 yards in 2 plays. The Chiefs, just like that, are at the 24. Mahomes under center. They are going to hand it off to Pacheco, who bounces outside, and he is going to get the edge. He's down to the 14 and out of bounds. Needed 10, got 11. First down. Man, just like that, the Chiefs are moving. 4 plays, 57 yards in 2 minutes. Okay. This is a good drive. Yeah, somebody said talk about Noah Gray. Yeah, so Noah Gray goes in motion, and he's the one blocking to allow Pacheco to get the edge there. I was on Kirby Joseph, and that now brings the Chiefs to the 13. Mahomes in the gun, Hollywood in motion out wide. Is going to hand it off to Pacheco, who's going to try to go outside again. This time not as successful, but still gets 2 or 3 yards down just outside of the 10-yard line. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Somebody said, wow, a shootout, their D is as bad as ours. Well, their defense is really banged up, man. Down 2 or 3 corners. Both of their safeties aren't 100%. Yeah, they're banged up in the secondary for sure. Jalen Moore's looked okay so far. Aiden Hutchinson is on him left side right now. Mahomes under center. Remigio in motion. Play action, roll out right. Mahomes wants Kelce, but he's covered, so he throws it away. That was on 2nd and 8, by the way, so it's 3rd and 8. Which is a little unfortunate because I don't really want to settle for 3 here. And when I say the safeties are banged up, it's Brian Branch with the ankle, Kirby Joseph with the knee. But if they're out there, they're gonna be flying around. I don't know that I see any limitations from them per se, but they're both questionable to play. 3rd and 8, Mahomes in the gun. He's got 3 bunched up right side. Hollywood actually pushes out wide. Mahomes looks, doesn't like it, scrambles up into the pocket, tries to make one man miss, and he's going to get hit pretty hard down at about the 5. 4th and 2. That's a favorable gain, though. I think if you're the Chiefs, you go for it. Easier said than done. Mahomes wants to go for it, and I think they're going to try. They're huddled up. Let's see what happens. If the Chiefs win, can they get Gibbs, Jahmyr Gibbs as a reward? I wish. Imagine you're like betting on like pink slips, like car racing. If we win, we get this player. Mahomes in the gun, Noah Gray in motion to the right. Mahomes has 3 options to the right. He looks right, fires right, Worthy caught, touchdown! Woo! Xavier Worthy, perfect throw from Mahomes. The speedy speedster gets open, right side, catches the ball in stride, turns up for the touchdown on 4th and 3. Worthy lined up in the slot and just what a play. He made Kirby Joseph miss. He tried to press him at the line, and it was just, from there, it's just execution. What a play. What a drive. Holy smokes. And Harrison Butker missed the extra point. Bro, you have to be kidding me. Harrison Butker missed the extra point to the left. It was a good drive. It was a great drive, but a little disappointing about the missed extra point. Harrison Butker's missed an extra point, a field goal, or both in every single game minus last week. This is unfortunate. Yeah, it was a fantastic drive by the offense, though. 8 plays, 70 yards, touchdown. Man, the Harrison Butker stuff is getting a little nuts to me. He's missed like 3 extra points this year. James with the 5. It's a shame that the Lions got flagged. The TD trickery was gangster. It was pretty cool, but yeah, you got to get set. Unnatural with the 2. If the Chiefs... Okay, I read that one. Yeah, yes, sir. And then Cooper with the 2. What is going on with Butker? That's a great question, man. Dave Tobe said that there's a little bit mental with him, and he's going through it and trying to get it all figured out. But the touchdown from Worthy was awesome, man. I'm just watching the replay again. I mean, he's lined up in the slot, and I think Worthy's the go. Like, he's the go-to guy, so he's got to win that rep. And yeah, he looked good. Made Kirby miss. That's safety on Worthy. What a play. Butker missing, though, is like, dude. ENL with the 23.99. Come on now. Thank you. Okay, it's now officially Butker watch. Yikes, said Casey with the 2. He's missed quite a bit. I don't understand it at all. I mean, he made all 4 extra points last week, but this one was not great. Was it the hold? I would need to go back and look at the replay. I don't know how was the hold, but not sure. Jacob with the 5. It's not just Butker. I think it's the new kickoff messing with kickers. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of the new kickoff. You're trying to like change up all of your kicks, but then he changed his kicking technique too, so he no longer falls down to one knee anymore. Has Butker become a liability at this point? To some extent, a little bit. I mean, you can argue every point matters when the Chiefs are losing these one-score games. Week 1, it mattered because he missed an extra point, and the Chiefs tried to go for 2 and missed that as well, and it made it a 9-point game instead of a 7 at one point in time. So you couldn't even score a touchdown near the end of the game and go for 2. So, yeah, I mean, there's every point matters, man. Every point matters. Austin with the 5. I don't know whose defense looks worse, Chiefs or Lions. Lions right now, if I had to pick one. But the Lions offense are the number 1 in the NFL. All right, kickoff. Returned left side. Big tackle made by the Chiefs kick team. Lions down at about the 29-yard line. Snap was bad and it looked blocked. Well, maybe that was it. That's why I'm like, I need to see the replay. Butker has saved our postseason more than once. Who cares if he has early hiccups at PacWest with a 20 bomb? Yeah, get it figured out soon, but every win matters, and you got to go to 3-3 here in this game, so every point's going to matter. But yeah, Butker's been awesome. Just got to get through the little yips here. All right, Goff and company under center at the 29. Laporta in motion. They hand it off to Montgomery, left side. Gain of about 3, maybe 4. Looks like Leo Chanel was around there for the tackle. Andy with the 2. Okay, I read that. Snap was bad. Looked blocked. Darrell with the 2. Butker has to return his pay for first 6 games. Nah, it's all good. It didn't say it was blocked in like the ESPN box score or tipped, but maybe they don't always show that. I'm not sure. All right, we got Goff in the gun, 2nd and 7. He's got 3 options to his right. He looks right, has a ton of time. 15 seconds, and Laporta catches a big pass in the middle of the field, all the way across midfield to the 40. You give Goff 5 seconds, he's going to find somebody, dude. Yeah, he had 5 seconds in a clean pocket. If you give Jared Goff 5 seconds in a clean pocket, you got Laporta, you got Amon-Ra St. Brown, you've got Jamison Williams. I mean, nobody's going to be able to cover for that long. Jeez. Yeah, 5 seconds in a clean pocket. Where's the pass rush? Great question. I don't know. Didn't really see a guy. Now here's a guy. Why is Bolton in coverage? Well, he's got to cover at some point. He's a linebacker. But, yeah, you have that much time, and it was Bolton on Laporta, and that went for 26 yards, dude. Good God. Yeah. Holy smokes, dude. Going to be hard to sack Goff. Yeah. I feel like you can get him, but you've got to win quick, and that's where the Chiefs' D-line has really struggled this year. Yeah, give any QB that much time. True. But just, I'm saying Goff because we're just playing them, but it's like, it's that, and then they just have so many weapons. Yeah. They just have so many weapons, man. They're going to make you pay. What happened with Butker? Not sure. Somebody said we should have kept Turk Wharton. Didn't he get like 3 years, $50 million? I mean, I don't think the Chiefs are going to pay that. Somebody said they max protected on that one. Well, yeah, and that's where if the line holds, like Laporta's just so good. You don't need a lot of options out there because if you just can run around for long enough, you're going to get open. Caitlin Clark and T. Swift spotted. Oh, nice. Caitlin Clark, the legend. That was the end of the first quarter, by the way, on that play. So we are getting ready for the second quarter. Getting ready for the second quarter. How you guys feeling? Let me see what you guys going on. Ever go to matches, Cole? Stroke the lucky beard. I try to go to one a year. Yes, sir. The one we were going to go to last year, my wife got sick. We didn't go, and it was the game where the Chiefs blocked the walk-off field goal against the Broncos. All right, back from commercial break. You've got Goff under center at the 38-yard line. Chiefs 38-yard line here. I think Montgomery's in the backfield. Yep, they hand it off to him. And Montgomery is going to get 10, 15, 13 yards. Somebody grabbed him by the jersey and might have saved I don't know about a touchdown, but would have saved a lot more yards. You run to the right, that's weak side. They loaded up the left side. Ran to the right. Leo Chanel was able to barely hang on to his jersey. Nick Bolton was taken out of the picture. Some good blocking by the O-line. I mean, I think this is the third best run blocking team in the NFL. This is a good run. This team is great. The O-line in particular. At the 31-yard line, they hand it off to Montgomery again. Outside, barrels his way for like 6 yards, maybe. That's what's kind of dangerous to me about the Lions. You can give Jahmyr Gibbs like a whole series and then let him rest for the entire second series, and David Montgomery can just do his thing too. Now, Montgomery is not as much of a dual threat, but here's the thing. If Montgomery's going to run for 13 and then 6, and he needs to run it again, the Lions are just going to keep doing it until you say, hey, stop us. Hey, stop us. 2nd and 4. Goff. Play action. Rolls out. Passes to Amon-Ra, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds maybe 3 yards shy of the first down. It was 2nd and 4. Little misdirection there. Whew. That was Leo Chanel on coverage on Amon-Ra as well? Goodness. 3rd and 3. Here's a big third down, but again, if you're not going to lose a few yards on this one, like a sack or something, the Lions are going to go for it, dude. And they might still go for it on 4th and 5, 4th and 6. Doesn't matter sometimes. You got Goff in the gun. 2 options out wide each side. David Montgomery to his left. Laporta motions from out wide into the slot. Goff steps back to throw. Has time. Fires. Caught. Jamison Williams banged into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. Just like that. Just like that. 5 plays. Say it was what? 6 plays, 65 yards. 6 plays, 71 yards in 3.5 minutes. Chiefs defense is going to be having problems all night, dude. Holy smokes. Goff steps back. Snap to pass has 3.25 second. Bolton was in the middle of the field. Couldn't swat it. And the extra point. Wait. They're pulling Noel Williams to the sideline to go to the blue tent, I think. I don't know. Was that the eye in the sky calling him to the sideline? Was that the eye in the sky?
Yeah, I think so. That's what
Okay.
it seems to be.
All right, that was weird.
He
Yeah, they
looked a
pulled
little
him out.
wobbly.
Pulled him out of the game here for this extra point. And the extra point is up, and the Lions know how to make extra points, so they're up by 4 instead of the Chiefs trailing just by 3. Yeah. Yeah, the Lions are an absolute buzzsaw. I don't know how you're going to slow them down. I don't know how you slow them down. Good Lord. That Jamison Williams play was for 22 yards, and he actually got, like, somebody hit him. I don't know who it was. And they, like, it was a Chiefs player, but they hit him from, like, behind, and it pinballed him forward, closer to the goal line. And then he basically shot up for the touchdown. Jacob with the 5 said, Veach needs to work the salary cap and get a D lineman or multiple. I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, at this point, if this is your defense, you can't get a D lineman that's going to be a real needle mover. Get a running back and just, it's going to be the early years. The offense is going to have to carry. Chase with a 10. Charger fan here. What's up, man? Man, I did not know if y'all were going to win today. Can't lie. It got a little hairy there at the end, but game-winning drive, boom, dunzo. Dolphins lose again. Came across your content after the Brazil game. Now I watch your play-by-play during Chiefs games because I'm a fan of your commentary. Rivals can show respect. See you in December. Heck yeah, man. Much respect to you. And I think honestly, with the Chargers, they just got to get a little healthy and just got to get some protection for Herbert. Most hit quarterback in the league, saw him take a bunch of shots today too, but I have Herbert as my QB6. Never want to see the Chargers, the Broncos, or the Raiders win, but I have a lot of respect for the opponents in the AFC West this year, man. So thanks for the kind words, for the 10 bomb, and for enjoying the play-by-plays. That's pretty freaking awesome, to be honest. Tez with the 2. Love the shirt, Cole. We got to win this game. We got to. Come on. Looks like Williams may have a concussion. Noel. Yeah, I didn't see what exactly happened. I'm going to see if I find anything. Yeah, I don't know who was supposed to be covering Jamison Williams. I think it was Jalen Watson. An official just took Noel Williams off the field, and he's under the blue tent. Has all the evidence of being flagged by the spotter or official. Well, oh, God bless, dude. Dude, if Noel Williams... Okay, it could just get a little dicey there, because if Noel Williams is actually concussed, which I hope not, but Christian Fulton is inactive. Yeah, hopefully Noel isn't concussed. Yeah, Fulton is inactive, man. All right, we are back. The kick is up, caught by Remigio. And he's going to get bounced at the 30, maybe gets to the 31-yard line, and here we go. Chiefs offense is going to take the field. Again, this is one of those games where I think if the Chiefs want to win this game, they've got to put up at least 30 points. I don't know how else to go about it. So the Lions scored 3, then a touchdown. Meanwhile, the Chiefs scored a touchdown on their opening drive, but they're down 4 because of a missed extra point by Harrison Butker. You got Mahomes in the gun. Hollywood in motion from the left to the right. Mahomes has time, pumps, tucks it, spins off of a tackle, wide open caught in the middle of the field, Hollywood Brown at the 50. If he would have jumped up quick enough, I think he would have been able to jump up and run. But he did secure the catch, and it's Chiefs ball at the 50, gain of 20. Aiden Hutchinson almost got to Mahomes there. He beat Jalen Moore on an inside move. Mahomes stepped up in the pocket, slung off of him as he tried to spin him down. Hutchinson tried to spin him down. He spun off of him, found Hollywood Brown in the middle of the field, and he did have to make a diving catch, which is why he hit the ground. What a play, though. Jalen Moore got worked, though, on that one. But that's Aiden Hutchinson, man, one of the best in the business. 1st and 10 at the 49. Mahomes in the gun, steps back to throw. Fires, quick pass to Noah Gray, left side. And he's going to fight through Rock Yassin for about 6 or 7 yards. I'll say 6. Noah Gray's been a little quiet this year. I saw some critiquing of Noah Gray recently on social media because his stats, like receiving stats, are down. But I just think the Chiefs have a much more capable wide receiver room, and Noah Gray doesn't have to be used as much as a wide receiver or just much as like a pass catcher. Oh, we've got an injured Lion on the field. Who is it? Oh, boy. Kirby Joseph is down. One of their starting safeties who was questionable heading into this game with a knee injury. He barely practiced at all 2 weeks ago, played almost every snap week 5. Didn't practice a whole lot this week either. He's banged up on the play. If Kirby Joseph is not able to go, I mean, that secondary is hanging on by a literal thread. Do we have any update on Noel Williams? Noel Williams is out of the blue medical tent and returned to the sideline with his teammates. All appears well. Whew. Well, that's a sigh of relief. And what I'm saying about Noel Williams, like if he was concussed, I'm a little concerned because Fulton is inactive. Yeah, you still have McDuffie and Watson, but after that, if you, who is it? Chris Roland Wallace and Joshua Williams, and that just sets up Tramari Connor to play more in the slot, which I don't like. A lot of us don't like that. Darian with the 2. Chiefs needs cornerback, safety, D-line, DB, and kicker help. I think cornerback room will get okay because Noel Williams will continue to work into the system. Fulton should come back eventually here and work in as he gets healthy. D-line, yes. Safety, I feel like the safety room's been okay. My 2 top needs right now would be D-line first and then running back if they still want to get some sort of a more dynamic playmaker. And the Chiefs have been asking around, but I don't know if you're going to get anybody or not. So maybe Brashard Smith gets a little bit more looks, but we'll see. We will see. Oglaw with the 10 just got here, back again for 6 weeks in a row. Any pinpoints or about this game so far? Lions look incredible on offense. 6 plays, 71 yards, touchdown. 15 plays, 61 yards, got to the goal line. Penalty moved them back, field goal. Right now, I think the Chiefs offense, who is moving, they're going to have to win in a shootout because Kirby Joseph is down on the field right now, and you're going to have to put up at least 30. So those are the main things. I mean, the Chiefs' offense is moving the ball pretty well. So you just got to keep going. And Harrison Butker missing an extra point was unfortunate. Keep McDuffie in the slot. But yeah, I was saying that, Girani, I'll get to your comment actually in a second because we're back from commercial break. 2nd and 4 in the gun. Mahomes fakes the handoff to Pacheco, tries to run outside, pump fakes. Gets spun down by Jack Campbell, gain of maybe 2. They're talking about Kirby Joseph. I don't even know what happened to Kirby because he didn't, it was like a non-contact injury. He came up in pain after the play, but he didn't make the tackle. He limped off the field. Mahomes in the gun, 2 options out wide each side here. Kelsey inline actually just motioned in. They're going to hand it off to Kareem Hunt because it's 3rd and 4, and he's going to fight for 3 yards. So it's 4th down at your own 40. right? Or are you across midfield? No, we're at the we're across midfield. Unless I'm tripping. That's what I'm saying. I think you need to go for it. 4th and 1. Offense is out. Mahomes under center, offset I formation. They hand it off to Kareem Hunt, and he gets 3. Whew. Kareem Hunt is the running back that'll get you a yard if you need it. 2 yards if you need it. 3 yards if you need it. Not often much more. Kirby Joseph is jacked up, guys. Kirby Joseph can barely walk. He's getting assisted by 2 trainers off the sideline. Yeah, you had Mahomes under center, offset I formation. Pacheco goes out wide like you could potentially pitch it to him. You give it to Kareem Hunt on a typical fullback dive, just some window dressing. 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes under center. This time does pitch it. It's a flea flicker. Back to Worthy. Back to Mahomes. Mahomes has got room to run. He's going to slide down after a gain of maybe 10. It went from Pacheco to Worthy to Mahomes. Was looking for a shot downfield. Didn't like what he saw, but he did see an open lane and ran down the right side for about 11 yards. Chiefs don't run a lot of trick plays. Kelsey was the option, and he was well covered. Little flea flicker. You don't see that a lot from the Chiefs. You are just going to hand it off to Pacheco here, and he's going to get 2, maybe. Yikes. And I'm not saying yikes because it's Pacheco or anything like that. I'm just saying yikes because ideally I just want on first down more than 1 yard. Or 2 yards. I don't care who it is. Yeah, Girani with the 2 said, keep McDuffie in the slot. I was just saying the problem with Noel Williams out and Fulton inactive would be you can't really have McDuffie in the slot much. But Noel Williams, I think, cleared concussion protocol. 2nd and 8, alert, alert. Meanwhile, for Chiefs offense here, Mahomes changing up the play. Play action to Pacheco. He rolls right, and he's going to lose the ball. It's a fumble, and it's recovered by Mahomes at the last second. It's 3rd and long, though. He lost 10 yards. You need to take a shot. Take a shot downfield, bro. Aiden Hutchinson lined up on the on Mahomes' right side, and it's Noah Gray on Aiden Hutchinson. What are we doing with that? Mahomes, for some reason, didn't see him, and Aiden Hutchinson just slapped it right out of Mahomes' hand. Aiden Hutchinson on Noah Gray is coaching malpractice. Let's not do that. Mahomes in the gun, 4 seconds on the play clock, 3rd and 18. And it's a screen to Juju, who makes a move inside, cuts outside, and he's going to get 16 yards. You got to go for it if you're the Chiefs, bro. It's 4th down and short. That was a 17-yard screen to Juju Smith-Schuster. Great burst. That's a Rashee Rice play all the way, but you don't have Rice. They're saying on the broadcast, Butker has 6 misses on 27 tries? So quite a bit. All right, the Chiefs are going to call a timeout, though. They're all the way down to the 19. 4th and 1. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter here. Unnatural with the 5. Appreciate you, brother. Said, wonder about teams that always be the same injuries every year, like the 49ers this year with the Lions defense, the Chargers too. Sometimes injuries are just a little unfortunate, but yeah, the Lions are going through it in the secondary. K. Neal with the 2. Yep, D-line, we need to pressure QBs without sending blitz. I 100% agree. K. Neal. Torben with the 5. $5.99. Thank you, man. Hello from Frankfurt, Germany. Enjoying streams every night. The Chiefs play. Let's go get the W. Thank you so much, man. It means the world to me that you guys would be here. And we have 5,700 in chat right now. Cooper with the 5. At this point, we're wasting our first downs with the 1-yard runs all the time. I think they had a little bit more success earlier, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, first down run, getting a yard or 2 is not enough. Here we go. Timeout. Has the Chiefs back out there on 4th and 1. At the 19.5, Mahomes in the gun. And he's going to fake rolling one way, switches to the right side, throws, perfectly broken up, turnover on downs. I think Worthy wanted a flag. Oh, boy. I don't love that play as much because when you roll out, you cut off half the field. Yeah, Mahomes tried to force one in. It's 4th down, so he tried to force one to Worthy. I mean, that was a good PBU, and it's turnover on downs. I just don't love the – I don't mind passing. I just don't necessarily – again, if it worked, we would be like, oh, it's fine. But you roll out like that, and you cut off half the field. Immediately cut off half the field. So it makes it a little bit easier in theory on the defense to cover that. Les one with the 2 bomb. Where's Tyquan Thornton? I don't know. I haven't seen too much of him yet. Jennifer with the 15 bomb. Thank you so much. Appreciate you as always, Jennifer. Dr. Ozzy with the 2 bomb. Play was for 87, but he got tackled at the line. Was that the flea flicker? Okay. Unfortunate. Yeah, I don't love the rollout there, but hey, you had Pacheco in the gun and not even the threat of handing it off to Kareem. A little interesting. A little bit interesting there. Lions offense gets the ball. Chiefs went 10 plays, 50 yards, turned the ball over on downs. Oh, the 4th down was for 87? Ah, okay. Kelsey fell down he got hit at the line and fell down. Well, that makes it a little bit more unfortunate because, yeah, Mahomes rolled right and was clearly trying to make something happen. There wasn't really anywhere to go. That would make more sense. I missed it on my viewing. Diane with the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Let's go. Silento with the 2. A tight end on best pass rusher blows my mind. Yeah. Yeah, going back a few plays, I do not love Gray on Aiden Hutchinson. Doesn't matter now. They turned it over. Greetings from Vienna. Need a Chiefs win. Plus 51 overall. Let's go, Jacob. Thank you so much for the 5 bomb, brother. What channel are you watching on? Channel 41. I live local to KC. This is channel 41, NBC. All right. Lions ball at the 20. Goff under center. Hands it off to Jahmyr Gibbs. And Gibbs is going to get 5 yards, maybe, jumping. Trying to jump over a tackler. All right, they're showing the replay on the 4th down. Noah Gray was an option. Kelsey was on the ground. If he was an option for sure to try to like shed off his block. Nicely timed PBU by 12. 2nd and 5 for the Lions. Goff under center. Laporta goes in motion inline left side. They're going to hand it off. And this time, nowhere to go for Jahmyr Gibbs, Leo Chanel, and Nick Bolton. Both with a great tackle there. It's 3rd and 5. A 3 and out would be excellent. Hard to do, but a 3 and out would be excellent. Unnatural with the 2. So jealous of the Lions' run game. They got a good one. Drew with the 5. No defensive line and no run game. See you next season. We'll see, man. Still early. All right, 3rd and 4. Goff in the gun. Tesla goes in motion all the way out wide to the right. He's got 3 options to the right. He steps back, and he's got time, but is actually going to get flush from the pocket, and the statue himself is going to scramble on 3rd and 4 for 8. He has 2 scrambles this season for 11 yards, I think, and that was his 3rd. And this was a scramble for 7. Oh. Yep, Jared Goff scrambling because there's no lane integrity once again. You had Gelati, you had George Karlaftis, you had a Minihue. Shamari Connor was getting blocked by Jahmyr Gibbs, who made a great block there. 1st and 10 on After that 7-yard scramble on third down, they're going to hand it off to Gibbs, and he's got explosive speed. He's got 15 yards just like that. First and 10 after a 15-yard run. They've gone 4 plays, 28 yards in 2 minutes. You have 4.5 minutes to go in the half here. Yeah, it was a massive hole for Jahmyr Gibbs to run through. Roland Wallace and Jalen Watson with the tackle, but shoosh. Just like that, the Lions are almost to midfield at the 47. Goff under center once again, I formation. They're going to hand it off to Gibbs, and he gets 2, 3, bounces off multiple tackles, and fights up for 5, 6. I thought Gibbs was going to get tackled for a gain of maybe 2, and he spins off it, fights through it, and this is where they're going to get you. This is where they're going to get you, because after several plays there by Jahmyr Gibbs, oh, he's tired? Okay, David Montgomery's in the game. So David Montgomery's fresh. They already have 90 rushing yards on the night. And he's in the backfield. Fresh legs, ready to go. I bet you hand it off to him, too. 2nd and 4. I don't know why you wouldn't. Or play action. 2nd and 4. Amon-Ra in motion. Play action this time. Pressure causes Goff to dirt it. And we have an injured lineman on the ground grabbing at his knee. He got up, though. We had a lineman. It was Dan Skipper grabbing at his knee. 3rd and 4. They were trying to set up a screen. Dirted it. Always good to see you, Cole. Let's freaking go. Denise, thanks so much for the 20 bomb. Let's go. All right, 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down here. 3.5 minutes to go in the half. Goff in the gun at the 46. They're going to hand it off to Montgomery, and he's going to get spun around. Gains maybe 3. McDuffie with the tackle, but it's 4th and 2. Yeah, he's not even thinking about it. Dan Campbell's going for it. They're not thinking about it. No, you're going. Don with the membership, the 3 months. Thank you so much. Let's go. All right, 4th and 2. The Chiefs get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, but it would be a great scenario here to stop the Lions. Goff in the gun. Laporta is on the right side. He's got 2 wide receivers to his left. And he steps back. Chiefs are going to bring pressure. Quick pass. Incomplete. His receiver wasn't able to haul it in. It was actually Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he just dropped it. Pressure coming, and it forces Goff to throw quickly. And St. Brown, who I don't think coming into this game had a single drop. Yeah, that's just a drop. Amon-Ra with, I think, his first drop of the season. It goes right through his legs. Now, some of that's like, okay, credit to Spags. You blitzed multiple defenders, forcing a quick throw from Goff. Maybe it could have been a hair more accurate, but Amon-Ra St. Brown normally doesn't miss those, and he missed that one. So we're going to take it, but it's turnover on downs for the Lions. Chiefs offense get the ball back. Yeah, I'm really surprised Amon-Ra dropped that. Turnover on downs, Chiefs ball. You know you're in trouble on the D-line when Goff scrambles, dude. That guy is a statue in the pocket. But if you've got a lane, if you're a quarterback, dude, and you look over and there's this much room to run, you're running. So the D-line has to have its lane integrity. It's getting a little ridiculous. You made Trevor Lawrence look like Lamar Jackson. Oh. But hey, it's turnover on downs, and Chiefs offense gets the ball. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in the second quarter. You got the 2-minute warning, 2 timeouts. If I'm the Chiefs, in a perfect world, matriculating the ball down the field, not in a hurry. I mean, you score when you score, right? But if you can drain most of this clock and put points up on the board, in theory, a touchdown, and then you get the ball back to start the third quarter, that would be perfect. Again, it doesn't always work like that. If the Chiefs score a touchdown on one play right here to Tyquan Thornton or something crazy, I'll take that too. I'll take it. Cole, that's a cool shirt. Thank you, Butler. Appreciate it, man. It's a Made Mob shirt. Monique in the house. What's up? Did Smith dress out? Brashard Smith? Yes. Ret Rain said it's 4 a.m. right now in Romania, and he's watching the game. You are a legend. Jaron makes a good point. He said we have to let our defense rest. Drain the clock. That's a great point. That's a great point. Drain the clock a little bit. Let the defense rest. If you get a touchdown here, would you trust Butker or go for 2? Well, I think you might try to go for 2 because you're going to try to make it. Well, I don't know what you're going to do. We'll just see what happens first. Let's see what happens on this drive. You got Mahomes under center, back from commercial break. They fake a couple flips. It's a screen pass to Isaiah Pacheco, and he loses a yard. Anzalone is a really good linebacker. I think he's really underrated, to be honest with you. Gets overlooked because of some of the other weapons that the Lions have, but he made a great play, and Pacheco couldn't break the tackle. Yeah, that was an uncharacteristic drop by Amon-Ra. They showed the replay. He just normally doesn't drop those. But hey, the Chiefs just had a screen to Pacheco go for 0 yards, so it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes in the gun, steps back to throw. He's got time, throws down, sideline, 2 hands, 2 feet, catch Hollywood for 14. Ooh, 11. Why did I say 14? Hollywood had to do a leaping pirouette. Whoa, the replay is crazy. What a catch. Leaping pirouette, 2 feet in bounds, maintain possession. That was a heck of a grab. 2-minute warning. That was a fantastic catch by Hollywood. All right, so that was a gain of 11. It was actually 13. That's why I'm like, it looked closer to 14. The broadcast said 11, and I was like, are my eyes deceiving me? ESPN gave him 13. We got the helmet on. Let's go, FLDB. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. Offense is moving the ball somewhat. Defense is struggling, but it seems like both teams want to go for like 4th downs a lot. Like you have to have either, one or the other. And I think one of these times is going to bite one of the teams.
Well, they've both turned it over once, didn't they? On 4th down. So, but yeah, if you're the Lions, you know your offense is the strength right now. So you have to go for it if it's manageable. If you're the Chiefs, you kind of know that the Lions have a buzzsaw on the other side. So you're doing the same thing. You're like, well, we're going to try to keep the offense on the field and put up points because if you want to win this game, like I said, you got to put up at least 30. I think that's pretty realistic. I mean, right now it's only 10. I'm saying that, and it's only 10-6. So if the Lions are going to take 10-minute drives, then maybe not. Yeah, we'll see. They're not. It's like the reason why is there's been no like real explosive plays. And what I mean by that is like 50-yard touchdown, 60-yard touchdown, where it's just flip a possession just like that. It's been like longer to some extent. I mean, I think both of these drives prior were shorter, but it was to open the game, 15 plays, 61 yards, 9.5 minutes. The Chiefs, 8 plays, 70 yards, 4 minutes. The Lions, 6 plays, 71 yards, 3.5. That was a pretty quick drive. But then the Chiefs went 10 plays, 50 yards, 6 minutes, turnover on downs. The Lions, 8 plays, 36 yards, 4 minutes, turnover on downs. So if both of those teams score on those drives rather than turn the ball over on downs, a little bit more points, but here we are, 10-6, with the Chiefs in control of the ball, looking to hopefully put some points up on the board before halftime, and they get the ball back to start the third quarter. All right, we return from the 2-minute warning at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 after that great grab. Mahomes is going to hand the ball off to Isaiah Pacheco, gets outside, breaks 1 tackle, but then gets absolutely obliterated by Kirby Joseph, who's back in the game. What did they do to his knee? Did they give him a nice little shot? They give him a nice little Nice little booster into the knee. Mahomes steps back to throw on 2nd and 8. Caught by Kelsey for 8. Great tackle by Rock Yassin. I think that's enough for a first down, so the Chiefs are going, hurry up. Why'd the clock stop? Oh, there we go. It keeps going. They are going to give him the first down. Are we going to see 5 punts in this game? I mean, how many have we had at all? Have we had any punts at all? We've had 0 punts. 1st and 10, 1:10 to go. Mahomes in the gun at the 32. 3 to his left. He's actually going to take a shot downfield for the end zone, and Worthy was nowhere close. I don't actually know what happened there. Mahomes targeted the end zone. Oh, Worthy wasn't running? I guess. I don't know. I need the replay, but Mahomes was expecting to take a touchdown shot to Worthy, and Worthy was nowhere to be seen. Here's the thing. You take a shot like that, I'd rather see a shot downfield like that than a 1-yard run on first down. 2nd and 10, Mahomes in the gun again. 2 out wide to each side. Kareem Hunt goes in motion. Out wide. Quick pass. Dropped by Kelsey. 3rd and 10. You had Kelsey turning around trying to make a quick grab. Drop. 3rd and 10. Kelsey on a linebacker. Mahomes liked the matchup. He was left side. I mean, he won his route. I don't know what happened there. A little bit behind Kelsey, but catchable. We've seen him make those connects a million times. On 3rd and 10 at the 32, there's 3 bunched up out wide to the right. Alert, alert, Mahomes is changing something. Thornton goes in motion. Mahomes throws deep over the head of Kelsey, but there is a flag on the play. It might be PI or holding. He wanted Kelsey downfield. It looked like there was a little bit of contact. I need the replay. They're going to call it PI. That's first down, spot foul. I need the replay to see it. Yassin didn't like it. They brought 6 people. Pressure was bearing down on Mahomes when he let it go. Got hit as he threw. I need the replay. Kelsey on Yassin. Okay, there we go. He pulled on the inside of his shoulder pads right there. That's a flag, guys. I'll try to shoot it straight. That's a flag. 18-yard line. Mahomes play action rolls out, catches Kelsey 5, dives down at the 1. He got almost like sort of semi-pile drived by Yassin. That was an interesting play. It's 1st and goal for the Chiefs at the 1, by the way. Time's ticking down. You had Kelsey in line, right side. Mahomes rolls out, throws the pass to Kelsey before Kelsey even looked. It was a perfect pass. Holy smokes. Kelsey with the grab. Tried to jump into the end zone, and it kind of landed like awkwardly on his... right on his head, actually. Hopefully his neck's all right. He's going to be sore. 1st and goal near the 1. Man, let's see. Juju has 2 catches for 47. Kelsey 3 for 40. Hollywood 2 for 33. Right now on this drive, somebody called a timeout, by the way. Did the Lions call it? Because the clock stopped. Yeah, the Lions called a timeout. Yeah, second timeout called by Detroit. Kelsey's back out there, though. Chiefs have gone 7 plays, 54 yards in 2 minutes. This is a gotta have it play. You've got to have a touchdown here. You don't know how you feel about this game? Hey, it's a hard-fought game right now. Mahomes under center. I formation. Motions Noah Gray out to the side, though. There was movement early. It's an option. Mahomes runs in after faking the pitch to Pacheco, untouched. Touchdown, Kansas City. There's a flag on the play. I think it's offsides on the defense. Penalty should be declined. Touchdown should stand. They looked like they jumped early. It is. Woo-hoo-hoo! Let's go. Mahomes with another touchdown run. It was an option. You could either flip it to Pacheco, or Mahomes could keep it and run in himself. And when you've got defenders caught in the void, do I go for Pacheco? What do I do? Mahomes has really quick instincts, really quick reaction time, and they are going to go for an extra point here. The kick is up and good. So it's a 3-point game. Instead of it being 10-14, it's 10-13. So it's within a field goal to tie it. But, I mean, we're going to take it. And the Chiefs, okay, so there's 36 seconds left, and the Lions have one timeout. But the Chiefs get the ball back to start the third quarter. In a perfect world, you stop the Lions here. You score a touchdown. You go up by 11, right? You're up 3 plus 7, 10. I can't do math, dude. It should be 14. It should be 14. Touchdown would give you 21. That's up 11, but it's 13 right now, obviously. Plus 7 is 20. You go up 10, unless you go for 2. FLDB is going 8. I mean, they might. They could. You got to stop the Lions on this drive, though. You had the helmet on for that drive.
Yep,
that was helpful.
Yes, I did.
Let's go.
Yeah. It needs to keep working.
Lions have plenty of time for points. I mean, that's true. They have 35 seconds and one timeout. We saw the Chargers basically do the same thing today. I think almost same amount of time left. That's what I'm saying. You have to stop them on this drive. You can't absolutely write off no points here. So, got to play some sound defense. You're the best streamer. Thanks for all you do. Andy, thanks for the kind words, man. That's awesome. There's a lot of great guys out there, girls out there, ladies out there too, that make awesome content. So, that means a lot to me. Let's go, Marcus. Stair spank? All right, let's go. For those of you just in here, we started a new routine the other day. After every Chiefs touchdown, I just went for some reason and just started slapping the stairs. I also have this bad call brick from the 90s, my dad's bad call brick, so that's an option. I have been told by you guys and by others that I shouldn't spike the Andy Reid signed football anymore. I did that last year. We shouldn't spike the football, so I'm not going to do that. So we're finding other ways to celebrate touchdowns. Are we going to see 5 punts in this game? What's crazy is I think there's been none. It's been a no punt half so far. This might be a game after all. Yeah, I always thought the Chiefs had a chance. The thing is, you got to put up points. And it helped that the Lions turned the ball over on downs. Amon-Ra St. Brown had an uncharacteristic drop. I mean, the Chiefs turned the ball over on downs too. It should be 14-10, but we'll take 13-10. I mean, the Lions had a touchdown called off because of the illegal motion or whatever on Goff. Turned into 3. All right, Butker's kick is caught at the 5, and the Lions are going to return it up the right side to about the 33 with 33 seconds left. 33 to the 33. Mahomes been doing you good in fantasy? Heck yeah, bro. He's been playing great. Now let's go, dude. All right, the Lions are getting ready to take what should be the final drive of the half here. Darren, thanks again for the 2. We've got Goff in the gun. 2 options each side here. Let's see what happens. Goff steps back to throw, looks right, fires right, caught by Laporta, pushed out of bounds by Chamari Connor, gain of maybe 4-5 yards, somewhere right around there. Chiefs offense looks good. Yeah. I mean, the Lions are really banged up in the secondary. That D-line, the linebacker room, though, is really healthy. I mean, I'm glad Mahomes was able to recover his own fumble. Aiden Hutchinson slapped it right out of his hands. All right, 28 seconds left. That play only took 5 seconds. Goff in the gun. Amon-Ra St. Brown motions out wide, bottom of the screen. Goff steps back to throw, fires middle of the field. It was actually a great tackle made. Amon-Ra St. Brown catches it for 3 yards. I think, was that Roland Wallace with the tackle? Or was Noel Williams? I thought I saw 30. It was 20. The rookie Noel Williams with the tackle. And that's a timeout taken by the Lions, their last of the half. and it's 3rd and 3. So what the Lions really need here, I mean, you don't have timeouts, so you've either got you got a couple options. You could throw a nice play in the middle of the field, run up and clock it. Jake Bates can try to kick a field goal, or you can still play the sidelines and have more opportunities. That was a great tackle by Noel. Yes, sir. How did he catch that? I don't know, because Noel Williams was kind of like perfectly in coverage. It's probably their benefit that he caught it. They had to drain a timeout after only getting 3. 22 seconds left. Goff in the gun. Had one man in motion to the right. Goff wants the ball. Steps back to throw. Looks left. Steps up in the pocket. Rolls right. Fires. Miscommunication with Jahmyr Gibbs. Incomplete. He thought Jahmyr Gibbs was going to keep running up the sideline, and that would have been a long play. Instead, it didn't happen. Incomplete, 4th and 2. Yeah, it was Nick Bolton on Jahmyr Gibbs, and if Gibbs would have shot up the sideline, that might have been a touchdown, guys, because it was Nick Bolton in coverage on Jahmyr Gibbs. It's a big mismatch. So thankfully he didn't, and the Lions are going to punt unless they are psychos and run a fake. I don't know why you would run a fake. Can Nico house it? Because that would be insane. Nico with the catch at the 10, fair catch called for. The Chiefs have 2 timeouts, but I'm going to assume the offense comes out, takes a knee. They're going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Mahomes is pointing at the ground. They're just going to kneel it out. Kirby Joseph spent 10 minutes in the medical tape. He had a ton of tape around his knee. Did some wind sprints after doing some walks, and he's back out there. All right, so the Chiefs are going to kneel this one out here. All right. That's going to take us to halftime. Chiefs up 13-10. It's close. It's not as high scoring as I thought it would be. There's still 2 more quarters left, to be clear. We've got time. But this is still well within reach for either team. It's not insane. Both teams have made some mistakes here or there. I think all in all, like, most Chiefs fans are going to be happy, I think, with how the game has gone so far. I mean, if I share the screen for a second and just kind of look, we got to start bottom and go up because that's how it's read on ESPN until the game's over. The Lions field goal on their first drive, 15 plays, 61 yards, 9.5 minutes, got stopped to a field goal because of the weird trick play, illegal formation, illegal motion, or whatever on Goff. The Chiefs then went 8 plays, 70 yards, touchdown. The Lions matched that, 6 plays, 71 yards for a touchdown, but then both teams turn the ball over on downs. Then the Chiefs, big drive here, 8 plays, 55 yards, and 2 minutes, touchdown. The Lions then had to punt. That's a 3 and out. And I think, I don't know, if that wasn't the end of the half, would the Lions have gone for that? Because it was like 4th and 2. So I don't know. But Mahomes on the half so far, I mean, let's go Mahomes first. He's 10 of 14 for 132 yards and a touchdown. He has been sacked twice. Once was that strip sack by Aiden Hutchinson, and thankfully Mahomes was able to dive on it. The running back room, I mean, nothing to write home about. Pacheco, 5 carries for 18. Mahomes has 4 for 15 in the scramble. Kareem Hunt had 1 for a 4th down conversion, I believe. He has 2 for 5. I already said the receivers, but Juju's leading the room, 2 for 47. Kelsey, 3 for 40. Hollywood, 2 for 33. Tyquan Thornton doesn't even have a target yet, so he's been a little quiet. But hey, others have opened up. Jamari Connor with 10 tackles. Mike Dana with a QB hit. Chris Jones with a QB hit. No sacks yet, right? Yeah, no sacks yet. For the Lions, Goff's 9 of 12 for 93 yards. I mean, he's playing well. What's his completion percentage? His completion percentage on the year is like 75%, and that's really close to that. But 9 for 12, 93 yards and a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs has 13 carries for 59 yards, and David Montgomery has 4 for 24. Dude, they have ran the ball 19 times. Okay, but Jahmyr Gibbs has 13 of those, which is pretty impressive. They like to run the ball. Amon-Ra, 3 receptions for 4 yards. Laporta 3 for 42, and then Jamison Williams 3 for 44 with that long being a touchdown. But here, let's look at team stats real quick. I could also hide this so you guys can see a little bit more. My bad. You probably couldn't see like half the stuff I was looking at. It's on me. 10-12 on first down. So the Lions have 10 first downs. The Chiefs have 12. The Chiefs are over 3 on third downs, by the way. So when they get to third downs, they haven't been able to convert, but they're 2 for 3 on fourth. Lions are 4 for 7 on third, but 0 for 1 on fourth. Both have had 4 drives. Similar yards. Lions have 15 more. 7.8 yards per pass for the Lions, 7.6 yards per pass for the Chiefs. So, I mean, they're a little bit better on the ground, obviously. 3 penalties on the Lions, 0 for 1 in the red zone. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are 2 for 3. So, I mean, all in all, yeah, the Lions are leading the play, like the game clock, the time of possession, rather, because they run the ball so much. And that opening drive took a lot of time off the clock. But man, I think you guys should be a little happy. I mean, I am. I got to do one thing. I had to blow into my mouse. It sounded weird, but my mouse is having like, it's not being kind and obedient. Brandon with the 2. Yo, Cole. First ever super chat. Love the stream. How about this, Chiefs? Brandon, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the 2 bomb. Appreciate you being here. Flip with the 5. We struggled to show the Lions offense here in the first quarter, or slow down the Lions offense in the first quarter. Our D adjusted, and we're able to better control the Lions offense by the second quarter. Yeah, they definitely did a little bit better. I mean, I'm trying to look. The Lions drives was field goal, touchdown, turnover on downs, punt. So definitely better in the second quarter than the first. That's really all you can ask for. If you would have said, hey, you're going to hold the Lions to 10 points in the first half, would you take that? Because I would. FLDB, would you take that?
Oh, yeah, all day. Take that all day.
I might have you just talk a little bit more solid into the mic this go around, but we're going part 2. I'm going to use the restroom real quick and I'll be right back. But any second half or first half thoughts you have, let us know and I'll be right back.
Sure. What's up, everybody? First half thoughts. Our offense seems to be able to move the ball pretty well. They don't have many issues getting the ball down the field. Maybe some questionable play calling, but Mahomes is solid. Our defense there at the end of the first or second quarter looked pretty good. We were able to stop them from getting in the field goal range. I mean, they did have a timeout, and they can move the ball really fast. So we need a pass rush. Yes, put the helmet on. I think I'm going to save the helmet here because I was using it sparingly there. And it was working at the times that I was wearing the helmet. So with it being halftime, I need some space. It's hot under there. Who woke him up? I don't know. It was Cole. He moved it over. The PI at the end, I can already see the haters. Nah, it was pass interference. There was no question about that. He hooked his jersey. So when should we start to get worried about Bucker? We don't know, and I never saw the first kick. I don't know if it was a bad snap. I don't know if it got tipped. I don't know anything about the first extra point, but the second one was right down the middle. So wear the helmet when Casey is on defense. I do. I will wear it in the big situation. So when we get the first down, the second down, when it's third down, I put the helmet on and just try to rally it. Yeah, I know. We haven't used Brashard Smith at all. He hasn't. I think we should try to get him here in the second half. I don't know if they will, but were these more touches too? Yeah. I
wonder if some of it's game plan specific. I've seen a lot of tight ends out there, a lot of 2 tight end sets going heavy, trying to match up Kelsey on linebackers and stuff like that. So I don't know if when they're doing that, they just want a running back out there that can do a little bit more right now than Brashard Smith, even though he's a very dangerous receiving threat. But like Pacheco can pass pro. Kareem Hunt, obviously, as well. This might be a little bit more game plan specific than anything else right now, but I feel like the offense is I mean, they're moving the ball. They're moving the ball pretty well. I'm just adjusting my cameras. I look like I'm short. All right. There we go. Just trying to center up so I can call this. Go back to FLDB.
Another thing somebody said, there's no penalties on the Chiefs. We've had no penalties so far. Knock on wood.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, I think that's a noteworthy thing to say, hey, good job, because 13 penalties last week was way worse. Way worse than that. Jennifer with the 20 bomb. Thanks, scoreboard legend. Let's freaking go. Thank you, legend Jennifer. J-Pap with the 2. Mahomes with time to pass. More still solid start. Him at right tackle. So I think he's saying Jalen Moore is playing well, so moving forward, start him at right tackle. I think Juwan Taylor's fine if he's not drawing flags, and this is the 3rd game so far where he hasn't really had any, and he's in the upper right of those pass protection graphs. So I think Juwan Taylor's fine, and the coaching staff's preferred guy if not being flagged. Again, if he's going to have another 4 flags in a game, that's a different story. But for now, he seems to have cleaned it up. He's looking pretty good out there. But yeah, shout out to Jalen Moore. I feel like he's holding it down, doing a really good job. Obviously, we would have loved to have Josh Simmons here, but he's dealing with some sort of a family emergency. So hopefully everything is going as well as it can be for Josh Simmons right now as he deals with that. And the team is looking good. I don't look at this team through 2 quarters and be like, oh man, Josh Simmons is like, he's the reason why the game is not great right now. I just think Jalen Moore is holding his own, and I'm happy with that for sure. Muck with the CLP 5500. Thank you, man. Hey, Cole, listening to you while watching the game muted all the way down in Chile. Big Chiefs fan since the 90s. You're the best, dude. That's freaking awesome. Worldwide in the stream. Lucifer with the 2. We need a running back. Cameron Scadaboo. Who else better? Scadaboo's like Carson Steele with like a little bit more bruiser and no fumbles.
Yeah, he likes to lower his helmet a lot, and he'll run at you. I mean, like the sideline, he dove at the guy head first. Just, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, Jackson Dart did that too. I mean, he's a little bit of a lunatic. They both are. They're headbutting each other in celebration. They go hand in hand. But yeah, if the Chiefs want to get a running back, I think I've shared my thoughts plenty on that. Don't need to really dive into it now, but and it's more than just, well, Cole, the Chiefs don't run the ball that much. Okay, but if you have a really dynamic dual threat guy that can kind of do a little bit of everything, that's where, like, even think of Jerick McKinnon. He didn't wow you on the rushing stats, but he had 11 touchdowns, I think, in 2022. He was just so clutch for the Chiefs. Pass pro, catching passes, getting open on scramble drills for Mahomes, breaking tackles, forcing missed tackles. So just something like that. And again, maybe that could be Brashard Smith eventually. I don't think he's ready for that big of a role yet. But heck yeah, Hannah with the 5. Shout out to Trent McDuffie, who was traveling with Amon-Ra, who had 3 receptions for 4 yards. Noel being in game with more snaps allows Trent to be in the slot. Heck yeah. I mean, that's a weirdly eye-popping stat. Amon-Ra St. Brown has 3 receptions for 4 yards because the last 4 games in a row, he's had at least 70 yards receiving. And again, the Lions are so high-powered. They can do, like, any given moment, they can just have a huge explosive play. I hope that doesn't happen in this game, but yeah, Outlaw with the 5. Evening, Cole and HBTC fam. Let's have a great second half. And Cole, don't break your chair like Perna did his. I saw, Outlaw, thanks for the 5. Man, I saw Perna broke his chair today. I don't know any details behind it. Did he get mad during the Broncos game and break his chair? I mean, that game was worth getting mad over. That was a really ugly, a win's a win, but it was an ugly game. I'm sure you agree, everybody watching. We're getting ready for the second half, by the way. We've got to be close. I did get a garage beer. Just going to sip on it for the second half. Hashtag not sponsored, but I do love garage beer. That game was a snoozer. It really was. It was like both teams at one point in the game punted 6 times. And the Jets had net negative -10 passing yards because 55 yards were results of sacks. I think it was like 9 sacks maybe. And they had 55 yards passing or 45 yards passing. It was crazy. It was a crazy game. But yeah, the Chiefs look good, man. I think the only thing I want to see a little bit better is converting on third downs. So the Chiefs are 0 for 3 on third, but they are 2 for 3 on fourth, and one of those third downs was like a 3rd and 18 because of that strip sack. So that one was a tough one. Trying to explain football to your Swedish wife? Heck yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. Perna can't stand the Chiefs? Oh, for sure. He's a Broncos fan. New kicker? Not right now. There's nothing you can't really get out of Butker's contract either. It's massive. So I think just for now, don't hit the panic button or the. Yeah, I mean, I want to panic a little bit about Butker, but I just think he's got to give him some time to work through that. Swedish wife? Yeah, I think he's from Sweden. Chiefs won't be able to win like this? Like what? I feel like it's been a pretty good first half. Chiefs won't be able to win by scoring more points than their opponent? Okay. You got to put up more, though. Here we go. Starting the second half. The kick is up. And Remigio fields it. Left side. He's going to cross field, though. Trying to break a tackle, and he's going to get blown up inside the 20, dude. Awful return. Bad return, great play by the Lions special teams, and now the Chiefs offense is backed up inside their own 20. That was a bad return, yep. Everyone's worried about what Kelsey's doing off the field. I think all these guys are locked in. Got to get a W here, though. Here we go. Mahomes in the gun. Brashard Smith is out there in motion. It's a quick pass to Brashard Smith left side. He bounces off of a tackle and gets about 9, maybe 10, depending on the spot. Hey, we were talking about Brashard Smith, and he was brought out there. Yeah, depending on the spot, that's either 2nd and 1 or first down. They're going to 2nd and inches. Somebody said Kelsey's hurt. Did they say? Mahomes under center, hands it off to Pacheco. He bounces, misses, makes a man miss, and he's going to get tackled at about the 40-yard line, like real close to it. Ooh, Kelsey got rolled up on his ankle at the end of that play by Anzalone when Brashard Smith was trying to get through, and Kelsey was blocking Yasin left side. I think he's okay. He's not getting looked at, but he's not in the game either. You got Mahomes in the gun, 2 options out wide. Steps back to throw. Lions bring 4. Gray with the catch. Left side, he's at the 50, crosses the 50. There you go. Noah Gray coming alive a little bit there. That was for 19 yards up the left side. And that's what you're doing. You're just finding your tight ends on some of these linebackers. And what's crazy is if you keep doing that, you're going to find more opportunities downfield here soon because that secondary is banged up. All right, 1st and 10. At the 44, you are across midfield under center. Fake the handoff. It's a roll right. Mahomes is going to try to throw it to Pacheco, and he drops it. He tried to shovel it to Pacheco. Pacheco dropped it. That's Pacheco's maybe like 3rd drop on dump-off passes from Mahomes. It was just a little no-look pop pass to Pacheco, and he did not seem ready for it. Dang. Unnatural said she can't grasp why they reset after every play. Yeah, it's a little different than some other sports for sure. Soccer, rugby, kind of go through the list. Mahomes in the gun at the 44, 2nd and 10. Juju in motion to the right. 3 options right side. Mahomes steps back to throw, looks left, wants to check it down to Pacheco, but then fires to Kelsey, middle of the field, caught down at the 31. Wow, Mahomes faked it to Pacheco or Kareem Hunt, whoever that was. Uh-oh. That ball hit the ground. They're going to run a play, but there's a flag down. And Mahomes is going to scramble. He's pumping. He's looking. And he's going to take off for 11 yards down to the 20. But there's a flag on the play. Maybe it's on the Chiefs because they were trying to hurry up and run a play. Oh, it was offsides on the defense. Penalty was declined. So they ran a quick play because Kelsey dove for the ball and it kind of hit the ground. I think if you would have challenged it, he might have lost that. The guy on the broadcast is saying he thinks he maintained possession through the ground. So either way, they ran another play, and just like that, you're moving on. You're down at the 20. Mahomes fakes a pitch one way, screens it to Kareem Hunt left side. He makes one man miss, spins off of a tackle, and he's down at the 9. So the Chiefs are moving. 7 plays, 72 yards in 3 minutes. Yeah, so the ball, just so you guys know, the ball can touch the ground on a play like that with Kelsey. The question is, can you tell it assists with the catch, or does the ball not really move and change? There is a couple scenarios that can play out where the ball can touch the ground and it doesn't matter. And that was one of them. Mahomes in the gun. Hollywood in motion. It's a pop pass to Hollywood Brown left side, and he's got room. Cuts, dives, touchdown. Woo! Chiefs with the touchdown. Hollywood Brown getting into the end zone on a reverse. A pop pass. Good vision. Good blocking. Makes a move. Fights through. Touchdown, Kansas City. Hey, we had the helmet on too. Woo! Let's go. Let's look at the blocking. Kelsey with the blocking. Noah Gray with the blocking. Jalen Moore was up there. Man, what a drive. Because they started from their own 19-yard line. So the Chiefs pending this extra point, banging through the uprights here. The extra point is up, and it's right down the middle. The Chiefs are up by 10. Yeah, what a drive, man. 8 plays, 81 yards in 3 minutes and 42 seconds, and the Chiefs are now up 10. Kelsey got slightly hobbled. Comes back in, looks fine. So I think crisis averted. Carbon with the 20 said, how about those Chiefs? Thank you so much for the 20 bomb. Dr. Ozzy with the 2. 51 just sucker punched Kelsey in the head there. I did not see that. He'll get fined later if that was missed. Unnatural reactions with the 5. Not sweet as she is. I'm from Detroit. Oh, okay. Met her at a hockey game while I was home from deployment. Moved near KC 4 years ago. Ooh, love it, man. Let's go. Heck yeah. We are so back. Stair spank? All right. Oh, you can see the stairs. Let's go! Let's go, Case! Let's go, KC! Woohoo! Say, go Chiefs! Go Chiefs! Yeah, let's go. Casey was like, Dad, what are you doing, dude? Why do you keep slapping the chairs like that, Dad? Hey, way to keep the helmet. Way to put the helmet on for the score. Let's go, dude.
Yes, sir. Put it on at the right time.
One slap per point, dude. My hand would go numb. The stairs they're kind of hard.
You're gonna put a hole in the stairs.
That's hilarious, man. The Lions subreddit is in shambles, said Darren with the 2 bomb. I mean, they're not. Here's the thing. It's far from over. The Chiefs are a good team. They're going to fight you hard. They're at Arrowhead. It was not going to be an easy game for the Lions, but they're a really good team. And I mean, hopefully you stop them on this drive and you could extend the lead even more, but they can very easily, on the flip side, put some points on the board on this drive. So far from over, a lot of game left. Mayor Shoop with the 1 month, slap the stairs. It's my birthday. I did it. Happy birthday. Let's go. Oglaw with the 5. Noah Gray is a player when he's on the field. Also one of my favorite players because we both have type 1 diabetes. Ooh, let's go, man. Yeah, he's a big advocate for that. And just diabetes awareness and all that stuff for sure. So let's go, Oglaw. Thank you. Lucifer with the 2. Cole predicts second half. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Yeah, you needed to stop the Lions right before the half ended and then put a touchdown on the board to start the third quarter. And, I mean, you're in a good spot here. I have a few more super chats that I'll get to here soon, but we are back from commercial break. The kick is up and caught at the 1, right side, by the Lions. And they're going to get stifled at about the 26-yard line. I think Bossa was in on the tackle. Cooper McDonald as well. All right, Unnatural with the 2. Her first full game was Super Bowl 54, 49ers Chiefs. What a game. What a game to be your first. Some dude with the 2. Jalen has not looked too bad. Great to have depth. 1,000%. Because if Wanye was over there, you know what I mean? And that's Aiden Hutchinson working you. So valuable depth. Worth his money so far. He's playing great. 2 more quarters to go, though. Daryl, thanks so much for the 3 bomb. And James with the 2. All right, 1st and 10. Goff under center at the 26. They're going to hand it off. And it's going to be a 6-yard run by Gibbs. He is so speedy. Got to do all you can to limit the explosives with that guy. James with the 2 said, I'm up by 95 and counting in your fantasy league. Bro, you are dominating. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Everybody's crying everywhere. What are they crying about? Maybe like the Kelsey thing, potentially with the ball touching the ground. I don't know. 2nd and 5. Goff under center. Hands it off again. And this time only a 2-yard gain. It's going to be a long 3rd and 3. Back-to-back runs there by Gibbs. Daryl, thanks again for the 3. Brenda DeRuse, Grandma HBTC with the 20 bomb. Let's go. Yeah, that was a good... Chris Jones was there on the run for a good run stop. I think Leo Chanel came down with the tackle, but Chris Jones was a good presence on that one. 3rd and 3. Big play here. Lions at their own 33. Amon-Ra in motion. From the right to the left, he's in the slot. Goff in the gun. 3 seconds on the play clock. The Chiefs are showing pressure. They're going to bring pressure, but the line's going to hold, and this time a quick pass to Amon-Ra is going to convert for the first down, only for about 5 yards, but it was just enough. Chiefs brought pressure. The line held. I don't think anybody got to Goff. It was Amon-Ra one-on-one on Trent McDuffie. It's a good matchup and just a good quick little inside move there by Amon-Ra. It's going to be a quick pass left side to Jamison Williams for about 15 yards. The Chiefs are playing off, not expecting the quick pass. Oh, the Chiefs were subbing. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, so it's just a quick pass to Jamison for 15 yards because I guess the Chiefs were subbing and nobody was there. Look, they're like, get him, get him. Jamison Williams had his hands up like this before the snap. Like, bro, there's nobody here. Throw it to me. That was not good by the Chiefs defense. Just across midfield at the 48, Goff under center. Going to hand it off to Gibbs. Wrapped up for almost a loss by Leo Chanel, but he's going to fight forward for maybe 1 or 2. Watson helps bring him down there at the end, too. Yeah, forcing a turnover here. I saw somebody in the chat say INT. I mean, forcing a turnover here and then the Chiefs going and putting more points on the board, preferably a touchdown, would be absolutely best case scenario. Will that happen? We'll see. I could hope for it, though. Goff's only thrown 2 picks all season. He's in the gun right now at the 46. 2nd and 8, 3 options out wide to his left. He's going to step back to throw. It's going to be a quick pass to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he's going to get blown up for a loss of 2 or 3 by Drew Tranquil left side. Ooh, boy. Big 3rd down here for the Lions. You lose 3 trying to set up just a little quick pass. It's an extension of your run game. And Drew Tranquil, Nick Bolton, they blew up their blocks. What a great play there. Yeah, Drew Tranquil's been having a great season this year, I feel like. All right, 3rd and 11. Goff, kill. He's changing the play. In the gun, 3 bunched up to the right side. 3 seconds on the play clock. Chiefs showing pressure. It's going to be a quick pass to Jamison Williams, and he gains 1 yard. What a massive stop by the Chiefs defense. There's no way you go for it here, right? Yeah, I think they are going to punt. Like, I know the Lions are psycho and will just go for it. What a freaking stop by the defense, man. Defense did exactly what they needed to do. Let's go. 4th and 10. Lions are going to have to punt. Nico Remigio back to receive this. Chiefs up 10, 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Would love to see a touchdown here, but let's see what happens. Remigio's going to field it at the 10 or at the 5 and falls over. Shoot. There's some gusty winds, but it's going to be the Chiefs' ball at the 6 or maybe the 7. Yikes. Well, that's not perfect by any means, but you force the Lions to punt. Now let's get a drive going. Ray Mack with the 25-month membership renewal. Let's go, man. Lots of people are counting out KC this year. Tons of bandwagons fans also jumped off. Love it. Rice is back next week. It's about to get crazy. Or Rice is back next week. Yeah, Rice is back in time for the Raiders game. They're coming off of a win over the Titans. I mean, a win is a win. It was a decisive win. So, got to take care of the Lions first and just play the rest of this third quarter clean. In a perfect world, man, put up a touchdown and go up 17 with a couple minutes left in the third quarter. Obviously, the Lions, if anybody, can score points whenever. But because I don't love the idea of 23-10 on this drive. Just 13 points, the Lions score a touchdown, and then it's a 6-point game. So, that's why I want a touchdown bad on this drive. Mahomes has 10 TDs off of pop passes in his career. That's a cool stat, Hannah. How'd you find that? Yeah, the defense has been awesome. Somebody talking defense over here. I mean, the last 3 Lions drives, 8 plays, 36 yards, turnover on downs. 3 plays, 8 yards, punt. That was the end of half. Then their opening drive on the third quarter, 7 plays, 26 yards, punt. Rice Lime said garbage time stat. Okay. Garbage time stat. Unnatural, again, you've been going crazy tonight. My wife just asked, she's a big metalhead, who's the most metal Chiefs player to be her favorite? And thought you'd like to answer? Okay, wait. Who's the most metal? Who's the most metal Chiefs player to be her favorite? Metal. I'm trying. Let me think about that one. Like Leo Chanel comes to mind. I don't know if he likes metal music, but he's the strongest pound for pound guy on the team. He can cover. He can blitz. I'm like, who else? Pacheco is kind of a guy that just got that kind of a mindset, kind of energy. Maybe somebody in chat. Drew Tranquil, Carson Steele. He's on the practice squad. All right, we're back from commercial break. Mahomes and company at the 8. They're going to hand it off to Kareem Hunt. He's going to barrel his way forward for maybe 3. 0 penalties, no turnovers. Chiefs are not beating themselves right now, said Stephen J. Pallone Photography. Heck yeah, man. Thank you for the 5, brother. Declan with the 2. Appreciate y'all, man. All right, 2nd and 7 after a run by Kareem Hunt. That was under center, by the way. All right, you got Mahomes in the gun. Pacheco to his left. Worthy in motion to the right. He's going to step back to throw. Looks right, doesn't like it. It's a screen pass. He's going to throw it to Pacheco, left side. It bounces off of his hands. He was trying, I don't know. I think he was trying to force one into Pacheco, but it was not a highly probable catch, if that makes sense. He kind of fired it. It's kind of dangerous because Pacheco hit it up into the air, but it went out of bounds, thankfully. But it's 3rd and 7, just like that. You said Tranquil or Karlaftis. Ooh, Karlaftis is a good one. Yeah, Tranquil. Yeah, those are both good ones. All right, 3rd and 7 at the 10. Mahomes in the gun. 3 options to his right. Kelsey goes in motion. Mahomes fires, bobbles, caught. First down and more for the Kansas City Chiefs. It was a high ball. Kelsey bobbled it, was able to haul it in for 17 yards. Needed 7, got 17. It was a bit high. I was not confident it was going to get hauled in. That was Kelsey. Bobbles it, cradles it against his body, is able to keep it going and makes a hell of a play. I mean, that's 3rd and 7. That was huge. Now the Chiefs are at the 27-yard line in the gun. Pacheco to his left. And Mahomes pumps again, scrambles forward and slides down after 2. Who's in the medical tent? Who did they say, FLDB? Chris Jones is getting attention on the sideline. Did they say who's getting looked at in the medical tent?
I think Kareem, because they were talking about Pacheco.
Chris Jones is getting a little bit of work done on his arm. I said Pacheco was in the tent, but he was out. Wasn't he out on that play? He was out, but now he's back. Mahomes in the gun. Brashard Smith kind of dancing around in the backfield. Play action, rolls right, dirts it. Incomplete. Mahomes tried to fire it to Brashard Smith. He seemed a little frustrated on that play. I'm not sure why, but another tough 3rd down here. Oh, so nobody's guarding Aiden Hutchinson. Yeah, I don't love that play. I mean, you kind of use a pass rusher's aggressiveness against them. That's why you do nakeds like that, to try to keep them honest. Didn't mind it, but he's dangerous. 3rd and 8. Mahomes in the gun. He's got 2 or 3 options to the left, bunched up. It's 3. Hollywood Brown in motion into the slot. Mahomes steps back. Pressure is going to force him up into the pocket. He's going to scramble again, bounce off of a hit, get folded awkwardly after again a 6. Gosh, man, Mahomes is taking so many hits when he runs this season. He was able to step into the pocket, kind of shimmy, but I think they're going to have to punt. He's trying to fight for the first down. Well, he took a shot to the back there. Got hit again. I don't know if he should be doing all that, guys. Holy smokes. After all that, the Chiefs are going to punt. 6 plays, 28 yards. It didn't take very much time off the clock either. I mean, Mahomes got lit up a little bit. Low snap, but Ariz is able to get that punt off. Fair catch called for at the 18. I would have liked to see, I mean, how long was that? It was a 46-yard punt. That was not bad. Would have loved about a 55-yarder, though. Declan with the 5. I'll drop 50 if the Chiefs get a tutty on this drive or they win this game. Let's go, Declan. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate it, man. They sadly did not get a touchdown on that drive. Mahomes took some shots on that 3rd down. Oh, man. All right, well, you give the offense of the Lions another shot here. You had a big 3rd down conversion by Travis Kelce for 17 on their first 3rd down. Couldn't make it happen on this one. Why are we not going for it? 4th and 2 at your own 35. That's pretty aggressive when you're up 10. It's pretty aggressive when you're up 10. Why would we leave Aiden Hutchinson unblocked? It was a design play. Because sometimes those pass rushers like that, Bosa, Max Crosby, they are quick off the edge and trying to get to the QB, and they're not necessarily anticipating a quick pass to this that's like around the side of them. Mahomes just couldn't get it there. Did we run the ball any of that drive? Yeah, 3 yards by Pacheco, I think, and then it was all passes, wasn't it? 3-yard run by Pacheco, incomplete. 17-yard pass, 2-yard run from a Mahomes scramble, incomplete. 6-yard run from a Mahomes scramble, punt. And Mahomes has got to relax a little bit. Dang it. Yeah, they don't. I see some comments about Pacheco in chat. I mean, the problem is, like, Pacheco's not really going to be like your dual threat guy, right? Like, he's not known for his pass catching abilities, not really. So that's where you're missing like that dynamic guy that can do both. Ooh, Chris Jones got his hand smashed in between like Drew Tranquil's helmet or Jahmyr Gibbs' helmet and Drew Tranquil or something like that. He was in some pain. They put a sleeve on it and we'll see. It's the Lions ball at the 19 right now. Goff, play action out of the gun. They're going to loft one to David Montgomery, and he's got the 40, the 45, almost tackled there. It was just pressure coming to Goff, and he just flicked it over the top of the line for 23 easy yards. Chris Jones wasn't in there, by the way. Yeah, Derek Nottie and Minihue were trying to bully their way in. I think both fell over the head of Mike Dana. Montgomery with the nice little grab there. He doesn't catch a lot of passes, so it's not always expected. But that was a 23-yard chunk play. Another play action out of the gun. Goff checks it down. Amon-Ra wide open. Gets 13 yards. Just like that, they've gone 2 plays for 35 yards. LC Farm with the 100 bomb. Holy smokes, your game call is so much better than anyone else's. Thank you, go Chiefs. With the 100 bomb, brother. Thank you, man. Quick pass from Goff. Amon-Ra wide open. Now it's 1st and 10 after that Amon-Ra catch. I was just rehashing what that play was. One tight end in motion. Goff looks, fires, caught easy by Amon-Ra St. Brown for another first down. They're at the 34, just like that. Holy smokes. The Lions have gone 3 plays, 46 yards, in a minute and 21 seconds. Yeah, they've had a few good play designs there. I mean, these guys have been open. Open, and Goff is in the gun once again here. Motions Laporta out wide, bottom of the screen. Steps back, pocket holds, quick fire, caught by Amon-Ra, 5 yards. Maybe 6. What is that? 4 plays, 52 yards. Lions are easily moving right now. Farm, thanks again for the 100 bomb, bro. Never expect any of that, but man, I appreciate y'all. All right, it's 2nd and 4. A minute left to go here in the third quarter. Goff has been in the gun like every play on this drive. Jamison Williams in motion, pop pass. He's going to follow his blockers, cuts to the outside, and gets the first down and a little bit more. I'm going to say gain of 5, maybe 6. Yeah, the Lions have made whatever they were seeing by the Chiefs defense because they've been stopped the last few drives here. They've made some adjustments, and it's working really well for them right now. So the question is, how can Spags and company kind of respond? Because they've gone 5 plays, 58 yards. They're at the Chiefs' 18-yard line, and now Goff is under center. I think that's Tesla in motion, play action. It's a screen to Montgomery. He's at the 20, the 10, inside the 10, down at about the 8. The Lions are eating on this drive. That's going to be the end of the third, start of the fourth. They're going to start in the, what? The inside the 10? They've gone 6 plays, 72 yards in 3.5 minutes. It just looks so easy sometimes. They just click on. Yeah, Lions are moving effortlessly right now. I mean, they're a good team. Highest scoring offense in the NFL. But they've been held to 10 points when they've been averaging over 40 a game heading into this one. So the Chiefs defense is doing a good job. I just kind of wish the Chiefs offense would have been able to put some points up on the board there. But they scored a touchdown on the opening drive of the second half. They just went 6 plays, 28 yards, and punted on their last drive. It happens. Fastball with the 5. Number 10, Stan here. Yes, the injury took its toll, but this is a team sport. O-line owns their part. Hard to run with somebody in your lap before the 4th step. I mean, the O-line hasn't been perfect, but you can go to several plays every game where the lack of vision for Pacheco stands out. I mean, here's the reality. Has he outplayed his draft stock as a 7th-round pick? Absolutely. But is he your ultimate dynamic every down back with great vision? No, he's not. So that has been put a little bit more on display this season because of Worthy's injury. So when you're down Rice, you're down Worthy. The run game lacks explosiveness, ability to break tackles. I mean, it gets amplified a little bit, but Rice coming back next week, it's going to help out the run game. I mean, you're just going to have an even more dangerous weapon there, and it's just going to help open up everything, man. Yep, defense needs to try to make a stop. We'll see what happens. King of Death with the 2. I don't know why we get soft on coverage when slightly ahead. I think they're just trying to prevent the explosives, but yeah, you're not ahead by a lot. Pacheco and Kelsey need to be benched? What? All right, guys. Let's relax just a little bit here. I mean, Kelsey has 5 catches for 70 yards. Been seeing how our running back room makes me question why Smith isn't out there. Thank you for the 5, Oglaw. King of Death with the 2. Appreciate it. Fastball with the 5. Yeah, Brashard Smith is still just learning the offense, and he's not the guy you're going to have out there in pass pro. You don't trust him to do that yet. He has 1 year of running back experience under his belt in college. They're trying to implement him and incorporate him into the offense, but it's been slow. All right, we're back from commercial break. The Lions are at the 9. Start of the 4th quarter is now. Last 15 minutes of football needs to be a good one for the Chiefs. The Lions, meanwhile, are hoping to get points on the board. Goff in the gun, steps back to throw. Caught by Amon-Ra at the 5, out of bounds. They've been just kind of matriculating the ball. Just quick pass, quick pass, quick pass. They're complimenting Dan Skipper, saying he hasn't allowed any pressures. Yeah, it's because the Chiefs' D-line doesn't really have anybody over there, brother. But, okay. Good job, Dan. I mean, he's playing well, but it's not like the Chiefs got a bunch of elite threats over on that side of the ball. You've got Goff in the gun at the 4. Laporta in motion from the right to the left. He steps back to throw. Looks right, doesn't like it. Looks left, back of the end zone. It's caught by Laporta. Somehow hauls it in the back of the end zone with Chamari Connor all over him. Yeah, Laporta on Connor's a mismatch, but what are you going to do? It bobbles. He catches it with one hand, 2 feet in, and he maintains possession. That's just a freaking player making plays, dude. I mean, what the heck, man? Chamari Connor had hands up, was trying to be there. He was there. Laporta was able to haul it in with one arm, 2 feet down. That's just one of those examples of why people get paid to. Like, Laporta is one of the best tight ends in the NFL, and he made a hell of a play there. Touchdown by the Lions, and pinning this extra point by Jake Bates at the left hash, which is right down the middle. It's a 3-point game. Wow. Laporta just made a play there. I mean, could Chamari Connor have got his head around? I guess. I like Chamari Connor on Laporta better than I would on, like, Amon-Ra. But, man, that was a great play. I'm going to tip my cap there. Unnatural with the membership as well. Super chat after super chat after super chat. Thank you, man. How you guys feeling? Connor played pretty good D there. Yeah, it's like, hey, he was in good coverage. So, yeah, you should. The only thing next, Oregon, would be, yeah, if you can get your head around, that would be ideal. Yeah, Laporta is a mismatch kind of no matter what. Yeah. For sure, man. Woo! All right, well, just like that, the Lions are back in business. 17-20, trailing by 3. They went 8 plays, 81 yards, and 4 minutes and 20 seconds. 8 plays, 81 yards. It was so easy. They changed something. They took advantage of something, made some adjustments because it was just like open, 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 open. I mean, they averaged over 10 yards a play. Just over. Barely over, really. Royals has been quiet this season. Yeah, I mean, he's barely seeing the field right now, and then Rice is going to return next week. I don't know if Royals is going to do anything at all, to be honest. I think him being injured during preseason, and he didn't play like the first couple of weeks, it set him back on his development. And when the wide receiver room has some depth to it, it's hard to get him in there. I think you were maybe hoping to use him in a limited Rice role while Rice was suspended, but again, he got injured, and it really set him back as far as his progress and development in Andy Reid's offense. Old school Eric Berry would help. Heck yeah, bro. The legend. Chiefs need to get a D lineman. That would help. I mean, to be fair on that drive, I feel like for the most part, those are quick passes. I mean, Goff was getting that out pretty quickly. But yeah, if you're going back to Dan Skipper pitching a shutout, that's not surprising. Yeah, I don't know why the broadcast is gassing that up. All right. The Chiefs have to move the ball on offense. You can't stagnate here. Just bring back Prime, Charles, and Barry. We good? Set unnatural with the 2. Sounds great to me, man. 2 incredible players. All right, here we go. Kickoff is up. It's caught in the end zone by Remigio, and he's going to take this out. Gets back to the 31-yard line. MC Candy with the 5. Love what you're doing, Cole. Offense has to win this game. The defense can only do so much. I mean, I would argue the defense is fine. Yeah, they gave up a touchdown, but they've limited a team that averages 40 points a game over the last 4 weeks to 17 so far through 3 quarters. The offense needs to get a touchdown on this drive if they want to win it, or a chance to win it. MC Candy, thanks again for the 5. Flip with the 5. I'll get to those in a second. We've got Mahomes and company out at the 31 under center. Hands it off to Kareem Hunt, and he gets maybe 4. Alex with the 2 said, biggest Casey drive of the season coming up, needs 7. That's a big drive that we need right here. Yep. Flip with the 5. Fan base wants to cut everyone and fire everyone during the season. Let's just do that and see how that turns out. Relax all. It's a close game, man, but I think the Chiefs are doing great. Flip, thanks again for the 5. 2nd and 7. Mahomes under center. Pacheco, the lone back. Hollywood and Worthy, I think, are the wideouts. Mahomes steps back to throw, and he dirts it. Ooh, he got hit late, and there's a flag. I think that's going to be roughing the passer. Yeah, Mahomes is pissed. They're going to flag Aiden Hutchinson for roughing the passer. I want the replay. Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson. Yeah, Mahomes, it was 1, 2, 3 steps, and then he hit him. You can't do that. Mahomes is like, what are you doing, dude? It was like 3. He was like heading into step 4 when he hit him. It's a bang-bang play. We're watching it in slow-mo, right? I don't think Hutchinson was trying to be egregious or anything like that, but that's a flag. Yellow, yellow, said Mahomes. I don't know what that means, but yellow. Noah Gray in motion. Nope, just goes to the end line. It's going to be a pitch to Worthy, and he's going to get about 6. It was like an end around to Worthy, and you get about 6. I mean, that's fine. Any play on first down that gets you 6 yards, I'm probably taking that. All right, the Chiefs are across midfield here. They're at the 45. Thornton's out there. Hollywood's out there. Mahomes in the gun, Kelsey in motion from the left to the right. Mahomes steps back to throw, looks right, doesn't like it, fires to Worthy, breaks a tackle. He's got room on the outside, and he did get ankle tackled, but almost broke off a little bit more. I mean, that still went for 14 yards. Really good effort there by Worthy to shake a tackle and fight for some extra yards. He was just going to basically get the first down. Maybe a little bit more initially, and again, you only needed, 4? There's a little whip route, breaks a tackle off of Brian Branch and spins it outside for another 10 yards. I love the fight there from Worthy. That's what you need. You need somebody to just make some plays here. At the 31, Mahomes in the gun. Fakes the handoff. It's going to be a quick pass to Juju, and he's going to get 11. They're down to the 20. It's a little like RPO-ish action there. Quick pass to Juju. You're moving super quick. So the Chiefs have gone 4 plays, 48 yards on this drive. 19% of plays with an RPO for the Chiefs so far this season. Mahomes in the gun, Brashard Smith. It's a quick pass to him, left side. He makes one man miss, and he's going to fight upfield for about 8. Finally brought down after a really great effort by Brashard, by Brian Branch. Left side, 8 yards, 2nd and 2. 5 plays, 56 yards so far for the Chiefs, trying to match the Lions who had a touchdown here. Nice little block there by Kelsey. Brashard Smith, hard fought, little quick catch and run there. 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Kelsey's on the sideline. The Chiefs are near the 10. The 12-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Pacheco. You needed a first down, and he got about 5. First and goal for the Chiefs. Here we go. Let's go, man. Now, some nice blocking, and Pacheco hit the hole there. Good job. Creed Humphrey was up there making a block. You love to see that. Alert, alert, said Mahomes from under center, changing the play. Under center, hands it off to Pacheco, right side. He's going to try to bully his way to the end zone, stop shy at about the 3. I mean, that's good energy from Pacheco. Love that. That was a really hard-fought 5-yard run. You need that physicality. You're at the point in the game where it's like, this Lions team is too good. You've got to get points up on the board. All right, broke the huddle. Mahomes under center again. They're at the 2.5-yard line. I mean, you've been running it. You just keep it going. Play action, kind of roll out. It's supposed to be for Pacheco, but that play is sniffed out, and Mahomes just throws it away. Man, I don't know. I'm going to stand. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like they've been running and it's been working. I feel like another run there wouldn't have been a bad idea, but let's see what happens. Third and goal at the 2. 2.5. You got Mahomes in the gun. 3 bunched up left side, though. Kelsey in the slot. They motion Pacheco out. They're looking to throw to him, but it's going to be a wide open Hollywood Brown. Nobody in the area on a shallow crosser. He falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. Woo! Let's go! Let's go, dude. So Hollywood Brown was one of the 3 guys on the left side. Pacheco runs left on a check down option, but they don't pick up Hollywood Brown on the shallow crosser. He's wide open. Wide open. Touchdown. 26-17 Chiefs. The extra point is up. Right down the middle, 10-point game. That was perfect, man. I mean, that's the drive you needed from this offense. This is the thing that I said. You want to win this game. You want a shot at winning this game. You need 30 points or close. Somewhere around there. for a chance to win it. The defense is playing well. The offense had an incredible drive. That was 9 plays, 69 nice yards in 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Alex with the 2-bomb at the beginning of this drive. He said, biggest KC drive of the season coming up. Need 7. Yeah, what a drive. I'm just saying, like, the offense is playing well. What a drive. You're up 10. There's still a lot of game left. 9.5 minutes to go. So, in a perfect world, the defense can get a stop here. But the Lions really moved the ball, too. So, the Lions went 8 plays, 81 yards. The Chiefs just went 9 plays, 69 yards. Both of these have been touchdowns. I mean, we got to be close on my picks. Yeah, we're getting close on my underdog picks here. Mahomes already threw for higher than 1.5 touchdowns. I have the higher on his 266.5 passing yards. He's at 245. And then lower on Amon-Ra's 99.5. That might hit. What's this one looking like? Jake Bates has made 2 extra points so far. Mahomes is, 4 pass attempts off from there. But Thornton doesn't have a target. I was thinking by now we would see has Thornton been targeted? No. But here's the thing. When the Chiefs are moving the ball so well, the game plan's working. So if Thornton's not getting targeted, but you're still doing that, I think it's okay. What a drive. Now, the Lions are banged up in the secondary, guys, so that is what it is. But the Chiefs' offense is looking really well. I mean, this is the 3rd game in a row now. You've put up at least 27. I mean, they put up 37 against the Ravens. I guess 28 against the Jags. And then 27 here. Marcus with the 5 for Hollywood touchdown. Let's freaking go. Thank you, brother. Cooper with the 10. Loving the stair spanks. Got to see that Mando helmet now. Did you have it on for that drive? And I forget to send. He had it on during the drive.
Yes, I did. Yep.
I get nervous in the second half, so I kind of forget to look at stuff that I should. Kind of forget. All right, we're back. The kickoff is caught at the 5, and they're only going to get to about the 25. So great play there by the Chiefs special teams unit. Let's go. My 3-year-old is doing the tomahawk chop. Let's go. Has anyone figured out the finger wave celebration, said Mike with the 2? I don't know that. Do you guys know this thing? What does this mean? What is that? Love the mask? Heck yeah. We got the Mandalorian mask, but we decked it out in Chiefs gear. Monique, let's go. Somebody said first down. Well, it's 1st and 10 for the Lions, yes, at the 25. The offense is taking the field. They're on a commercial break. Marcus with the 5 gifted as well. You legend. Thank you, brother. All right. Getting close here. This has been a good game. This is a big drive for the Lions offense. You've been trailing for a little while now. A touchdown here is pretty crucial. You've got Goff under center. Gibbs in the backfield. He tries to spin off of a tackle, and Nick Bolton said, no, sir. Loss of 3, maybe 4. What a play by Nick Bolton, man. I feel like he's had a few really good games. Like, just in a row this year. Is he perfect in coverage? No. But does he have great sense of IQ against the run and can make a bunch of plays? Yes. Man, what a play. Keep that going. 2nd and 13. Goff steps back to throw. Quick pass, left side. Amon-Ra drops the ball out of bounds. If he has possession, it's just a catch and a fumble right where he lost it. I think he had possession. It was only 3 yards, though, so it's 3rd and 10. This is a big play here. Goff is 13 for 13 for 101 yards and a touchdown this half. Good God. Let's have an incompletion. How about here? You got Goff in the gun. Amon-Ra in motion. He's got he's got 2 options each side. Steps back to throw. And Chris Jones couldn't get him, but Omenihu did. 3rd and 10. Chris Jones, Omenihu. Let's go! Ah! 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 Let's go, dude. I'm freaking hyped. That is a big play. You had Chanel act like he was going to blitz. They backed out. But, I mean, George Karlaftis was there. Chris Jones got there first. Omenihu finished. Oh, my gosh, dude. So it's 4th and 14. The Lions have to punt. All right, the punt is up. Remigio standing at the 30. He catches it, and he's going to try to bounce to the outside, and he's got room. He's at the 40, 45, leaps over the punter, 50, and he fumbles at the end, and it might be the Lions' ball. Oh, boy. They're going to say he was down by contact. It's the Chiefs' ball. They're going to review that, and the Lions can challenge. Nah, he was down. He's down. Yeah, he had both knees down. His elbow was down. He got touched, and then the ball slipped out. Nah, he's down. Yeah, he's for sure down, guys. This should not be a controversy. I think we're good. But that's a freaking great return. It was only, quote unquote, only 20 yards, but he switched fields a little bit. I mean, the Chiefs are going to have the ball where? Where are the Chiefs at? Near midfield? Look at that, dude. We had the helmet on.
Yep, right before the 3rd down.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. The first Selly, then saying cool down. They on fire. Oh, man, Darks. Thanks so much for the 2-bomb. Hey, Chiefs need points here. Drive down. I mean, you don't have to, but there's just a lot of game left. And both teams have 3 timeouts. You have the 2-minute warning. Yeah, you need a good drive. I think a touchdown gets you really close to having the W. Field goal, I'm still a little nervous. That is only 13 points. Yeah, that's still only 13 points, but all you can do is focus on the drive at hand, and the Chiefs have been able to move, so let's see if they can keep that up. I said it all week, said Jacob with the 5. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, the Lions a great offense, but look who they have played, weak defenses. And the Chiefs defense is doing a good job, man. Daniel with the gifted, thank you. Nefarious with the 20. Told you last week, after they got fined last year for doing the bow and arrow pose, the pose they decided on was this bow and arrow pose with a limp wrist. I feel like this is new this year. This thing? I don't think that's bow and arrow. This is new this year. I don't know what that is. I mean, maybe that's what it is, Nefarious, but I thought it wasn't. Haven't been home all game. Thank you for being godly. They say goofy and covering the game. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Nefarious, thank you, brother. Appreciate y'all a ton. All right, so it's going to be Chiefs ball near the 50. Let's go, man. It's a TikTok dance? Okay. It's a TikTok dance. Well, that's why I wouldn't know. It's the You Stink Selly? Oh, okay. Okay. We learned it today. Mahomes under center is going to hand it off to Pacheco, and Pacheco's going to barrel his way forward for maybe 6. Depending on the spot, 7. This is a huge game for the Chiefs, man. I just think they needed it. They need it more. The Lions can fall to 4-2. The Chiefs really couldn't fall to 4-2, and it's not over. There's still a lot of game left, but I'm just saying, this is a very important game for the Chiefs. If you win, you go 3-3, and then you get Rice back. Remember, there's no Josh Simmons either. He's got a family emergency in California. Well, we got to finish though. You got Mahomes under center. Come here, he said to Juju. Motions him from the left to the right. He's going to hand it off to Pacheco on a bit of a delay, and this time he's going to get maybe 2. 3rd and 3. You need to convert here. You can't go 3 and out. You just can't. Angie with the 5. Nice one, Chris Jones. Heck yeah. Aaron Jacobson with the 50 bomb. I appreciate you in FLDB. I'm sure there are several people in here who listen to you instead of the broadcast. Dude, with the 50, man. Thank you, guys. Holy smokes. 3rd and 3. Big play here. Mahomes in the gun, empty. He's got 3 to his left, 2 to his right. Kelsey in the slot, left side. Actually, they motion Pacheco back, and he crosses the field. Quick pass. Kelsey caught. Oh, my gosh. It was as soon as Mahomes got the ball, he threw it to Kelsey. In the slot, wide open. Not wide open, but was just there and available. You feed it in between zone coverage. Bam. Quick bang, bang play. We've seen Mahomes and Kelsey do that 100 times. Kelsey spins off of a tackle. You needed 3. You got 8. That was a huge play there. First down, and you're extending the drive, draining some clock here. You got Mahomes in the gun, Worthy in motion to the left. Orbit motion, rather. Back to the right. Nope. Goes the other way. They're going to hand it off to Pacheco after all that window dressing, and he's going to barrel his way forward for 5 yards. I mean, if you're going to run for 5 yards a pop, keep feeding him. Thanks again for the 50 bomb. Thanks again for everybody just being here, hanging out, the mods for holding it down. There's still a game left. It's not over by any stretch of the imagination, but the fact that I get to do this and there's people in here, that's crazy. I never thought it would be anything, so I just appreciate y'all, man. All right, 2nd and 5. Chiefs are draining all the clock they can in between snaps here. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this game. Mahomes in the gun, 3 out wide to his left. It's a quick pass to Brashard Smith, who breaks a tackle, dives forward, stays in bounds, so the clock keeps running, and it's like 3rd and 1, depending on the spot. JPAP with the 2, Jalen Moore worth the $15 million just to win this game. That's why you just want important, valuable depth. You see teams getting banged up and hurt, or this was just like a weird situation where Josh Simmons last minute was unable to play, family emergency, and Jalen Moore has been freaking awesome, dude. I haven't noticed any issues. Alexis Masters, thanks so much for the membership. Unnatural with the 2 bomb. Mahomes isn't leading the team in rushing. We're going to take that. You've got Mahomes in the pistol. Noah Gray in motion. Kelsey to his right. They hand it off to Kareem Hunt. Barrels through. Breaks a tackle. All the way to the 15. 3rd and 1. Got 10. Mahomes said, let's go. So Detroit's going to take their first time out. Bro. That's a big drive. I mean, the Chiefs have gone 6 plays, only 34 yards, but you've converted 2 key 3rd downs, and you've drained almost 4 minutes off the clock. You've got 3.5 minutes to go. You're up 10. You're near the 15 or around the 15-yard line. You get a touchdown here, or even if you take, even if you could take another couple minutes off the clock and if you have to kick a field goal, you're going to go up 13. I mean, you really need a touchdown here. I think the Lions are too good. I think you need a touchdown. Nefarious with the 5. I thought Hunt could only get 1 to 3 yards. That was a pretty good 10. Yeah, I think the average is about a solid 1 to 3, but that was great, man. That was awesome. Heck yeah. He got 33 yards last week, right? That's not the norm for him. He's your dependable short yardage guy. He'll get you what you need, and sometimes a little bit more, most times not. But we're going to take that all day. Rick with the 20 bomb. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Love your commentary, Cole. Been watching you for years. You're a legend, brother. Chiefs are clicking. How about those Chiefs, bro? Thank you so much, man. Let's go. Heather with the 1 month. Thank you for all your do. I watch the game and listen to you. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Salento with the 5. People don't want to say it, but I will. Chiefs will be a top 5 offense with Rice back. No, I think that's why I'm like, dude, if they wanted to make a move for a running back, I don't know that they have to. If they can't get a D lineman before the trade deadline and they found a running back, again, I don't know that they need it per se. I think D line's probably more important. But the offense just goes back to scoring like 35 points a game, and that's how you win. That's just what you do. Yeah, Rice return next week will be great. Dave, thanks so much for the 2-bomb. Brother Stella with the membership. Thank you, thank you. King of Death with the 5. I made a bet for the Chiefs win, parlay, and a Lions win, and I can't believe I'm going to lose my bet because Thornton didn't get any targets. Yeah, Thornton right now has... I had him for a catch for 20 yards. I told everybody to hit the higher because he's averaging 55 yards a game. He had 90 last week alone. But yeah, he doesn't even have a target. Yeah, that was a great run, man. Great hard-fought run by Kareem Hunt on 3rd and 1. Let's go. Protect the ball. Let's get in the end zone here. On the night, the Chiefs are 4 for 5 in the red zone. Let's go 5 for 6 right here. Let's go. They're at the 15. They're going to hand it off to Kareem Hunt again, and he's going to get 3. Maybe 3. The Lions are going to take a timeout, by the way. Jeff with the 10. Cole, is Rice already counted towards the 53, or will the Chiefs have to make a move? They'll have to make a move. So he's on the reserve suspended list. You bring Rice back. He's going to have to take up a roster spot. I think Jason Brownlee's the odd man out, and he is probably on the practice squad. Once all is said and done, he'll have to clear waivers. I don't think Brownlee's a vested vet. He's been in the league for a little while, but yeah, you have to make room for him, Jeff. Thank you for the 10. Aura with the 5. Smith is athletic as a mofo. I'm surprised it's not getting talked about. That dude's 5-yard long jump sideways while being pulled down. Yeah, he's very athletic. He's definitely the most dynamic, explosive guy in the running back room. I mean, no doubt about it. Appreciate you, man. Kevin with the 5. Chiefs are so close. Close, man. But you got to put points on the board here. They're going to hand it off again, this time to Pacheco. And he's only going to get like 3, dude. So it's 3rd and 5. And the Lions are going to take their last timeout. I mean, I think you're going to really try for a first down here. I don't know what the play call is going to be. You can go 2 different ways. Andy Reid could go ultra conservative. It's 3rd and 6. Run it. Drain the clock all the way down to 2.5 minutes. Kick a field goal. Go up 13. The Lions are then down 13 with just over 2 minutes to go in the game. Highly improbable that they win. Here's a dilemma you're in right now. If you go for it, like let's say you go for a pass on this play. It's incomplete. You do not drain 40 seconds off the clock here. So that's the ultimate question. Maybe you run like a rollout with Mahomes like they've done. If I'm thinking it, the other team is too. But the rollout with Mahomes where he can throw a quick pass or he can opt to keep it and run up the middle. Maybe you run it left side. I feel like they've been doing it right side a little too much. Go opposite Aiden Hutchinson is what you probably need to do. We'll see. This is a big play here. Freedom with the 10 bomb. I can only take so much Chris Collinsworth. Thanks for your work, Cole. Hey, man, it means a lot to me. I mean, we have like 7,800 people in here right now. So it means a lot that people would be tuning in. Cycling 101 with the membership. Appreciate you, brother. Jordan Clark with the 2 bomb. Heck yeah, man. Thank you, guys. Yeah, don't go near Hutchinson. Kelly said, play it safe, run it, take the 3. And that's really hoping Butker makes it, right? So big down here. He should make it, but just very big down here. Andy, thanks so much for the 10 bomb. The first super on a stream. Let's go, man. Yeah, that's a long commercial break. It's not the 2-minute warning, but it feels like it. So the Chiefs right now are 4 for 8 on 3rd downs, 2 for 3 on 4th downs, 4 for 5 in the red zone. The time of possession is right down the middle. This drive so far, 8 plays, 38 yards, 4 minutes off the clock. Somebody said, is anybody else's YouTube messing up? Hope not. That would be unfortunate. Definitely just refresh the stream if it is. All right. We back for a very important part of the end of this game here. 3rd and 6. You've got Mahomes in the gun. Worthy in motion. They look like they are potentially going to throw here. Low snap. Mahomes steps back to throw. He wants to run, and he's going to get sacked. All right. Well, at the end of the day, I think that's fine because that's essentially a run on third down. Mahomes played it safe, didn't try to force anything, and you're going to drain, 35 seconds off the clock. Yeah, Jalen Moore did get he did lose that rep a little bit, but Mahomes was trying to step up into the pocket. I don't know that Jalen Moore fully anticipated that, but either way, Mahomes took the sack. You're going to be able to drain time off the clock. 33-yard field goal attempt here, but it doesn't look like he's set to do it, so they're going to call a timeout. All right, now you're going to try a field goal. You've got 2.5 minutes to go. A field goal puts the Chiefs up 13. Andy, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker as well. Okay. And it's slow going right now, guys, just because of all the timeouts and blah, 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 blah. All right. Harrison Butker steps back to kick, left hash. All right, 33-yard attempt. The kick is up and good. Okay. Nice job, Butker. Yep, nice kick by Butker. Up 13. Okay, well, you've got 2.5 minutes to go. Let's see what happens here. Russ with the 5. How bad is it to be up by 13 in 2 minutes and we still are on the edge of our seats? It's just because the Lions offense is that scary. They are very scary for a reason. But man, this team was averaging 35 points a game coming into here and they only have 17 on the board. So this is a credit to the defense, a credit to the Chiefs offense just having a ton of sustained long drives. The Lions haven't been in control of this game. They haven't been dominating the game. So that's been helpful. Yeah, it's not over yet. You're right. Will with the $10 super sticker saying, thank you, man. Thank you, Will. All right, the kick is up. Let's see, right side, caught just inside the 10, and bottled up, slammed down by Chamari Connor, I believe, at the 27. Love it with the return. All right, so Goff and that offense is going to take the field, and I am a little nervous. Can't lie. Let's see what happens here. Heather with the 5. Let's go Chiefs. Cole, you the best. FLDB with the amazing helmet. Heck yeah. He'll put that on eventually. It's not on right now, but... Oh, actually, it's on. I'm just kidding.
There we go.
Thanks, everybody. All right, 1st and 10. Goff in the gun at the 27. You've got Tesla on motion. He's got a few different options here on his left. Let's see. Goff steps back to throw. There's a flag. It's a free play, I believe. Laporta is going to get tackled after a gain of 10. Nick Bolton with a good tackle, preventing more yards, but I think Chris Jones jumped early. Chris Jones tried to time the snap, and I think he's going to get flagged for it. But yeah, you decline the penalty because they got 9 or 10 yards. Chris Jones just tried to perfectly time the snap. Tried to go get it. You know they're passing, so you're trying to time the snap and get some pressure there on Goff. Tyreeka with the membership and Nefarious with the 5 gifted as Goff's in the gun on 2nd and 1. Looks left. He bounces off of a sack, hit as he throws, and it might be a fumble potentially. The Chiefs jump on it, but they're going to say it's a forward pass. Darn, that would have been a big sack there if you could bring Goff down. I think Chris Jones got all the pressure there. Chris Jones beat the double team. and got pressure. George Karlaftis was near there. Nick Bolton came in late and actually hit Goff as he threw. 3rd and 1. Darn, a sack there would have made it like 3rd and 8 and the 2-minute warning, but that's okay. All right, you got Goff in the gun. 3 options to his left. See, the Chiefs just bring 4. Goff throws, and it's incomplete. It was low. Sam Laporta was the target. He dirts it. 4th and 1. I mean, what the Lions just do here, you don't panic. It's the 2-minute warning in 3 seconds. You need a first down, or it's over. So I don't think you have to do anything crazy. In fact, I think they could run it. Not saying that they will, but you easily can. The Chiefs just can't allow a huge play either. You got Goff in the gun. Tesla, I believe it is. He's 18, I think, in motion. Goff steps back to throw. Looks, fires, incomplete, and it's turnover on downs, no flag. What are they doing? I mean, that's fine, but it's like, bro, it was 4th and 1. You had the 2-minute warning. Just get the first down. Okay. I don't know what they were thinking there. Yeah, why didn't Detroit just try to get the first down? Yeah, okay, thanks. I mean, this will just about do it, because I think, can the Chiefs officially go into victory formation? Put the helmet on, brother. I don't know what they were doing. You just needed the first down. You needed 1 yard. What were they doing? That was so weird. Vader with the 5. Love the content, man. You know it's bad when you physically sigh in relief that Butker makes a field goal, especially after that horribly missed extra point. Yeah, he's gone, I think, perfect since then. But he did miss one pretty early. Yes, sir. Andy with the 5. If we can hold this W, we have lots to hang hats on going into next week. Yeah, you'll be 3-3 is what it's looking like, taking on the Raiders, who are 2-4. You'll have Rice back. Heck yeah. I mean, it was a tough loss to the Jags that you shouldn't have lost, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. Daniel Akers with the 30 months. Thank you, Cole, for calling a great game. Grandma B with the 12 months. Man, I had a Grandma B. She passed away years back, but that's awesome. Thank you for the 12 months. Hannah with the 2. No penalties on the Chiefs so far this game. Yeah, I already saw people online complaining about that. But hey, we'll take it. It was a much cleaner showing than last week. 13 flags. It was awful. Andy with the 5. If we can hold this W, yep. Did you say that twice? I think you sent that twice, but I appreciate it, man. Back to backers. Sora with the 5 bomb. Appreciate y'all. Let's go. I mean, FLDB, I think the Chiefs could just take this into victory formation. Yeah, you're on the screen.
Yes. Yep. They can. Yes.
That's
Need
crazy.
3 times and you're good to go.
It's 4th and 1. Why didn't they just run the ball? It was a 2-minute warning. I don't get that at all.
I don't know, man. I'll take it, though. W.
I mean, maybe Goff was like thinking he could pick up a chunk play and catch people off guard, but none of those throws, his last like 2 or 3 throws were not good. They were not. Shane with the 2 bomb. Thank you, man. Goat with the 2. We got Patrick freaking Mahomes. Don't count us out. Exactly. Lucifer said clearly the refs told Lions to turn over on downs twice. Yeah, true. Or just to turn over on downs on that play. Yeah, for sure. Unnatural with the 2. Campbell sometimes lets his heart beat his brain. I feel like Goff should have checked to just a quick play. Nefarious with the 5. 2025 equals coaching brain farts all day. It's been that way. With 4th down, bad play calls, and 4th quarter important plays, mishaps. It's so weird. It's very odd, man. The Chiefs are in victory formation. Let's go! Big win. Big win for the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Obviously, yeah, the Lions were banged up, but the story of this isn't, it's not, I mean, yeah, the Chiefs put up 30 points, which is incredible. I thought they needed 30 to win, but it's the defense holding the Lions to only 17. I mean, that's the bigger story to me. It's a combination because the offense had a lot of sustained drives. They kept them up ahead, and it forced a little bit of a change for the Lions to trail from behind and try to come back. Keno, what a bounce back man with the 2. Heck yeah, Shane, thanks again. Jenny with the gifted. Dre Mack with the 21 months. Chiefs dominant win. Let's go. Hannah with the 5. Can we appreciate that Jalen Moore earned his contract today? He handled Aiden Hutchinson easily today. Yeah, he gave up a couple, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all, Hannah. You're right. I agree with you. Les won with the 10. The Chiefs are rage baiting Lions to commit penalties after Monday Night Football, and it effectively worked. I mean, well, okay. Were they rage baiting them? I mean, we'll take it. We will take that all day. Wesley with the 2. Statement win. Keep shining, Cole. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. We go way back. Michelle with the 2. Thank you. Thank you. The last kneel down is going to get it done. Chiefs are going to go to 3-3. The Lions are going to fall to 4-2. A much needed statement win for the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, this was essentially a playoff game. There's a fight breaking out. Whoa, there's a huge fight breaking out. That's what you're talking about? That's a huge fight breaking out at the end of this game. That sucks, dude, to be honest with you. Pacheco's fighting. There's punches being thrown. Whoa, if they're not careful, like, you can get in trouble, man. I know the game's over, but come on. Man, that sucks. I don't know who started it or what happened, but, like, that just sucks, man. That's how the game's got to end? Man. Still, what a win. What a win. Mahomes is at the bottom of the pile and the Chiefs dragged him out. Some Chiefs players, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's not do that. Brenda, thank you for the 37 months. Thanks, Cole. Always the best. I appreciate you. Doc Holiday with the 5. Sarcasm loading. Think it's time to pack it up. We suck. Mahomes is falling off. Sarcasm off. 1-0 with Taylor Swift in the building. Let's freaking go. Thank you, Doc. King of Death with the 2. You know what? God bless Perna's curse wheel. What did he land on? Yami Assassin with the 20. How about those Chiefs? Going to the Raiders game next week with my wife, coworker, and his wife. Then I'll be going to the Colts game with family. Great content, great commentary. Keep it up. Thank you so much, man. Shane with another 2. Let's go. We are back, baby. Ryu Cage with the 2. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Dollars for dubs. W. Mike with the 5. I am Nostradamus. I said 1st to 30 wins this game, and if we reach week 7 at 3-3, we'll be fine. I'm sure you meant Nostradamus, but I don't think that's how you spell it. Maybe it is, but it's spelled just like dumbass, so I'm sorry. I'm ready for the rest of the season. Let's go. Heck yeah, man. Papa Justin in the house with the 10 bomb. Thank you. Thank you. Michael with the 99 cents. Appreciate you. Meal with the 50. Thank you, Cole, for this. Appreciate you. No, I appreciate you guys. Declan with the 50. He said, man of my word, thank you for all this content. Been a rough past 4 years, and this channel has been one of the things that made me not end it all at one point. God bless, and how about those Chiefs? Dude, holy smokes, man. Thanks for the 50 bomb. And yeah, life is valuable. You're important. Never forget that. Seriously. Thank you, brother. Nefarious with the 5. Am I right? No Jawan Taylor yellows? 3rd game in a row, no Jawan Taylor yellows. He got flagged once last game, I think, but it was really on Thornton. Moore was solid, and Taylor was invisible. Well, suspensions incoming now. Idiocy. Man, you think they could hand out suspensions depending on what happened in that fight? Or just big fines because it was after the game? I hope there's not suspensions now. But I don't know what happened either. Hannah with the 2. Chiefs played bully ball against the Lions. They really did. It was a great game, and much respect if there's Lions fans in here. I gave respect all leading up to the game, and I don't really have any disrespectful things to say now. It's just like, great team. You guys are going to be fine. You got to get healthy, though. You're really banged up in the secondary. You just got to get a little healthy there. If you lost to anybody, an AFC opponent is probably okay. You guys are probably going to win your division and probably make another deep playoff run. I'm not really concerned about the Lions. Matt with the 12 months. Thank you, brother. Darren with the 2. Branch punched Juju. Well, if Branch was the first one to throw, we'll see, but I'm sure something was said. But still, you can't do that. That's insane. Les 1 with the 2. C. Cole, we were rage baiting them. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Okay, I didn't know what you meant. Metal Rocker with the 5. Here's $5 for the W. Thank the good Lord for this win. Let's freaking go. I do think we're back on offense. What do you think? Yeah. I mean, 30 points, 28 points, I think it was. Almost 35 on the Jags if you don't throw the pick 6, and then 37 against the Ravens. Yeah, sure, like a couple of these teams are banged up on defense, but the Jags weren't. They're a top 5 defense in the NFL. So they did good. Branch started it when he punched Juju. Okay, crazy. Branch punched Juju in the face to start the fight. What are you saying over here?
Yeah. So Juju went in for like a handshake, like, oh, hey, good game. And Branch is just like smacked him in the face.
Oh, and that started a brawl?
Yeah, because Mahomes went up to him first and tried to do a, "Hey, good game," and Branch just ignored him. He didn't do anything. So Juju was paying attention like, "What?" And so he tried to give him a handshake like, "Good game," and then Branch just smacked him in the face.
Okay.
So and then Juju's like, "No, no," and he just went after him, and then that's what happened.
That's unfortunate. He should have just left it. But tempers flare. He saw it as disrespectful. I'll look at that stuff later, but that's unfortunate, man. Oh, we'll look at the game stats, and I'm gonna get through a few more of these super chats, and I'm gonna jump right into game stats and my thoughts of this game because I think it's worth talking about. Falcons and Bears fan here. Fan of your content, Cole. Found you in 2023 and an admirer of the Chiefs since the Trubisky pick and such. Y'all look good. Hey, let's go, man. Thank you, bro. That means a lot. Let's go. Thank you for the 5. Glad you enjoy the content. Even though the Chiefs aren't your team, but yeah, I mean the Bears could have had Mahomes, so they'll never forget that one. Austin with the 5. Point proven. Lions defense was worse. Also, I used Patrick Mahomes' skin on Fortnite yesterday. It brought us luck. It was also Brian Branch who started it. Crazy. Thank you, Austin. Brandon with the 2. 2 and 4. That's what he said. Mahomes is talking. He's like, they can do the extracurricular stuff. We play the game between the whistles. I don't know what happened there. That's weird. You spelled it that way on purpose, said Mike. Okay, I was like, you either spelled it wrong or I'm dumb. Thank you, dude. Marcus with the 2. What a freaking game. Let's go. Dr. Ozzy with the 2. Branch sucker punched Juju in the face. That's actually insane. If a brawl breaks out after that, like Branch is probably the only one going to get in trouble. We'll see. I haven't seen any of the footage yet. Marcus with the gifted. Thank you so much, Marcus. Appreciate you. You got Matt with the 2. Suspend Branch. Make an example of these guys. We'll see what happens. A punch. If it was like a punch, like fist in the face, like, dude, that's not good at all. Terry with the 3. Thank you. George Martinez with the 5. We gave the Lions that BTA. Time to start talking. 15 for MVP. Just start stacking up the W's, man. It was GG's to the Lions. I know it got out of hand at the end there, but it was a hard-fought game. I mean, yeah, the Chiefs ended up winning handedly at the end, but I still think it was a great game, great opponents. I got a lot of respect for them. Now, obviously, if Brian Branch is like unprovoked and even slightly provoked, just straight up punch Juju in the face, like that's super unfortunate, and I don't like that. But Stylesy with the 15. Spank those stairs, Cole. Let's freaking go! Woo! Woo! Let's go, man. That's a big statement W. Clifton with the membership. Thank you, brother. Captain Redbeard with the 2. Now Branch can sit and watch Tampa Bay give them the belt. If he's suspended, we'll see. That'll be a good game. Deke with the 33 months. Well, I said we'd be 3-3 through 6 games. Yeah, I just thought it would be like Jags W and potentially Lions L. You just got the inverse, so we'll take that. Just did it the hard way. Rashee Rice is back now. Best of all, it's Raider week. Heck yeah. Deshauna with the 2. Always a great show, Cole. Thank you. No, thank you. Denise with the 20. Here's to a win. Thank you, Cole, and thank you, Chiefs fans. Heck yeah. No, I appreciate each and every one of you. I mean, let's process through this game for a second. I just think it's worth talking about. You had the Chiefs handedly beat the Lions. It wasn't close. The Chiefs could have put up more. I mean, okay, the Lions could have as well. But I'm just saying, like, they were in control of that game at the end. They were in control. Goff, 23 of 29 for 203 yards and 2 TDs. He's fine. But it wasn't enough because the Chiefs defense really did their thing, and we'll look at it drive by drive. I mean, we'll definitely look at it drive by drive. You held Jahmyr Gibbs to 3.8 yards per carry. You held the entire room under 100 yards rushing. Taking that. Jamison Williams, 6 for 66. Sam Laporta, 5 for 55. Amon-Ra, 9 for 45. This is one of his lowest of the season for sure. I think we hit underdog 3 for 3. Maybe. With Amon-Ra under 99. If Mahomes got his yards. What is Mahomes' yards at? 257? Nope. I hit the higher on 266. Oh my gosh. But it's okay. Well, let's go to the Chiefs. Mahomes, 22 of 30. Like, both of these QBs look good. They're almost identical, like 23 for 29, 200 yards. Mahomes had more passing yards. 22 for 30. 8.6 average. Goff had 7 average. 3 touchdowns. He was sacked 3 times. Forced fumble from Aiden Hutchinson, but he was able to dive on it. I mean, shout out to Pacheco. 12 carries, 51 yards. Like, Mahomes didn't lead in rushing, but he still was running a lot, like more than I kind of wanted him to. But heck yeah, man. Pacheco led the room in rushing. We're going to take that. He had some hard-fought runs as well. Kareem Hunt did also, 6 for 23, converting multiple first downs. Kelsey led the room in receiving, 36 years old, still flying around as if he's 25. I mean, he looks really good this year compared to last, and he wasn't bad last year. You could just tell he's quicker, more pep in his step. He's got yards after the catch and all kinds of stuff this year. Juju, 3 for 57. Like, everybody kind of, there was 3 receivers over 40-plus yards because Hollywood had 4 for 45 and 2 touchdowns. Shout out to Hollywood Brown for 2 touchdowns. Are we serious? I'm giving a game ball to Jalen freaking Moore, dude. You had 2 hours, 3 hours notice? 2 or 3 hours notice? Josh Simmons had a family emergency and left because that's what you should do. Life is over. There's more to life than football, right? If I had a family emergency, do you think I would be calling this game? No. So he was able to do that. Jalen Moore steps in. That's why you pay this man. That's why you overcompensate sometimes when you had O-line issues last year that was ultimately your downfall. Left tackles over the last 2 years was given up 12.1% pressure rate. Josh Simmons was like 5% pressure rate so far through 5 weeks. He couldn't go. Jalen Moore, he had a great game. I mean, that's probably like my most thankful, grateful takeaway. Yeah, the offense was high flying. They got 30 points. Mahomes looks fully, quote unquote, back. I just don't think he ever left. He's just doing what he could with what he had available to him because you're down Worthy, you're down Rice because he's suspended, like all that stuff, right? But I'm going to give a game ball. And then like Hollywood, that's awesome. 2 touchdowns. We're going to take that. One was wide open. Did anybody get a sack? Minihue got credited with the full sack. Oh, dang, Chris Jones didn't even get a half on that. I mean, shout out to Chris Jones. Like, I know fans were down on him after giving up, essentially, on that last play, but he's still a great defensive tackle in the NFL, and I just really feel like he had a good game. It doesn't always show up on the stat sheet, but he almost sacked Goff on a play. He fought through a double team to do it. Now, here's a couple things that I want to look at. Chiefs are 4 for 10 on third downs, but 2 for 3. I mean, so you're about 50% there. Yards per play and 5.6 to, I mean, it was about the same. But look at this one. Dude, this is kind of wild, and it's just how it played out because they were ahead, but they outrushed the Detroit Lions. You just never would have thought that. 4 for 6 in the red zone. They just moved the ball time and time and time again. People are going to whine about this one for sure, like they didn't get flagged. I don't think that happens often, but I'm sure every week or two, there's a team or 2 or 3 that doesn't get any flags. There's definitely going to be like meltdowns about that, but I can't do anything about that. And guess what? I didn't whine, cry, or moan at all about the officiating last week when the Chiefs got flagged 13 times. You know what I said? They're undisciplined. It was sloppy. They need to do better and be better. So just like, I'm glad and grateful for, to have that bounce back like that. And this is what's awesome, man. I mean, at one point, you go touchdown to open the game. The Lions go touchdown, so they're up 10-6. It was looking a little dicey because Harrison Butker missed the extra point, right? But turnover on downs. Thankfully, the Lions did too. Touchdown drive for the Chiefs, though. Punt for the Lions into half. Touchdown drive for the Chiefs again. So you went from 6-10 to 20-10 within a couple of drives. And then you were just able to kind of keep the foot on the gas. Like, yeah, you punted. The Lions punted. They scored a touchdown. You matched it. They punted. Then you got that 10-play, 34-yard drive, almost 5 minutes off the clock field goal. And that's game. That's 17-30 with 2 minutes left in the game. And they didn't really know what to do or how to handle that at the end. And so I think the defense was incredible. You held the number 1 scoring offense to 17 points. Are you kidding me? This is what happens when you kind of fire and operate well on all phases of the ball, because the offense wasn't just going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, giving the ball back repeatedly to the Lions. No, they're going 4-minute drive for a touchdown, 6-minute drive, but they turn over on downs, 2-minute drive for a touchdown, 4-minute drive for a touchdown, 5-minute drive for a touchdown, 5-minute drive for a field goal. Like, I was just looking at some of their scoring drives. So shout out to the offense. Shout out to the defense. I don't know who you want to give a game ball to on the defense. Trent McDuffie for almost making Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. I mean, they kind of took him out of the game. Nick Bolton had a great game. I mean, I'd be curious to know what you guys think, but it was a great statement win, man. And I know we got some more super chats, and I'm going to look at them. We still got 5,000 people in here. If you drink, cool. Cheers to you. I'm just going to have a swig. FLDB would love your thoughts, too, if you're around. It doesn't look like he's at his desk, so we won't spin over there. But well, let's see what else we got, because I'm sure I missed some stuff. Denise with the 20 bomb. Here's to a win. Thank you, Cole and Chiefs fans. Let's freaking go. Thank you so much, Denise. Movies with the $5 super sticker. Let's go, man. Albert with the 5. Best Chiefs channel. Greetings from Germany. Hey, much respect, Albert. This was a great W. This is a W to be happy about. Most people didn't pick the Chiefs to win. The Chiefs were favored by 2.5, but there's a lot of people picking the Lions to win. Chris Sims, once again, gets on his little podcast. It's not a little podcast. It's a big podcast. But he gets on his podcast and just matter-of-factly, oh, Lions are in a different class. They're done. I'm like, dude, how do you look at that objectively? I just don't understand, especially with the injuries. He did that with the Ravens, too. I'm like, do you guys not look at injury reports? Do you not study the teams? Like, what are you doing? You overpaid buffoons? Think before you speak. Do some study. Just like, come on. Again, the Lions absolutely could have won this game. But how do you ignore all the injuries and just be like, oh, the Lions are in a different class, not even going to be close? That's lazy. That's some lazy analysis, bro. Unnatural with the 2. Wow, my 3-year-old behaves better than that. That's crazy. I haven't seen anything of that yet. Swifty spin. Thank you, guys. Glad to see you call a W this week. Hey, it does feel a lot better. Headed to KC from, oh gosh, Ayrshire, Scotland for the Raiders game next Sunday. Can't wait to join the kingdom. How about those Chiefs? I probably butchered that name, and I sincerely apologize. But hey, you're going to love KC. Darren with the 2. Mahomes on pace for 45 total touchdowns. Yeah, love to see it, Darren. Jacob with the 5. That was some classic Chiefs football, clean football, major plays when it counted. Couldn't be happier except for Butker. Yeah, and you know what? Butker, no pun intended, shook that off, okay? And made everything else after. His kickoffs were good, too. So you love to see that. And he's just keep working through it, man. Rust with the 5. Lions blue. Color coming off all over the Chiefs uniforms, but I see no red on the Lions. Think that is on purpose? Like some crazy Lions psyop? I have no idea, brother. I don't even know what that means. That's a great question. And the Lions were in white on white, so I don't know. David with the 5. Hope everything is okay with Josh Simmons. Yeah, me too, man. I don't have any details on that, but I know it was a family emergency, so I hope the same. I do hope the same. Hopefully he at least, whatever's going on, enjoyed, like, his team was, that they won, and he's like, okay, I know I had to go take care of the fam, but, like, they took care of the W. I can lock in with the fam, and I don't know what's going on, but hopefully it's all right. Countess with the 24 months. No penalties this game. Way to go, everyone. With a 2-year membership renewal, we had the highest powered offense, held them to 17 points. This game rocked. Kelsey flexing. Mahomes so good. How about those Chiefs? 1,000%. It was a great win. This was the best win of the season. Just because of the stakes. Yeah, it was only week 6. You want to go to 2 and 4? You can't. You can't do it. It's crazy how we only allowed 8 rushing yards in the second half. Yeah, because they were trailing and barely threw, but, I mean, you could take it as a W for sure. They probably ran several times, but they did a good job stopping them, especially probably earlier in the second half. Jake with the 2 bomb. Let's go, dude. Hey, Cole, just joined. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. This was 5 minutes ago. Thoughts on Branch postgame? I haven't even seen it. I heard that he threw a punch at Juju, and I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a Chiefs player either. You shouldn't do that. You can't be throwing haymakers after the game. Like, okay, you lost, but dude, come on. I would say the same. I haven't seen the video, but I would say the same if it was a Chiefs player. Like, you can't do that. You got to handle losses with class. And then at the same time, like, handle W's with class too. I'm sure he was egged on slightly, maybe, but nothing deserves a punch in a breakout fight like that. That's crazy. Les one with the 2. Just had cereal for snacks for fun after dinner. Love that. Gonna take it. Unnatural with the 5. Chris Jones, the Tim Duncan of the Chiefs. Big fundamental. Doesn't show up in the box score, but without it, it's not possible. And also, anchor on defense. Yeah, for sure. That's why, like, somebody quoted, like, Chris Jones tackles the other day. And they're like, Jamar Chase has more tackles than Chris Jones. I'm like, that's what you're using as your metric for is Chris Jones good? Come on, guys. That's not what you do. That's not how you do it. He definitely is a big impact player on the D-line. Without the Sit Chris Jones on the bench for a game and watch 4 go to work. It'll be non-existent. It won't even be real. It'll be as fake as the Tooth Fairy. Adam B with the 5. People get Madden brain just because Jones eats double teams all day, but doesn't record a sack, so they doubt him. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, has he taken a little bit of a step back? I think so, a little bit. He's 31, but he's still one of the best defensive tackles in the entire NFL. Keegan with the 2. Second straight 4 touchdown games from Mahomes, and Rice is on the way too. Man, you love to see it. I was so close on my 3-legged parlay last week. I missed ETN by a half a yard, and I missed Mahomes' passing yards by 9. And would have went 2 for 3 again. Sigh. But we'll take the W instead. Chaos with the 5, so Taylor actually can do his job. Why couldn't he play the last couple of years like he did the last 2 games? Well, he's always been an above-average pass protector when not drawing flags. Just the flags, the net negative that he was when drawing multiples outweighed him playing well, because if you're going to cost your team 10 yards here, 5 yards there, 10 yards here, like that kills drives. So when you're not killing drives, you're playing well. And I think the O-line is really starting to mesh together, and it's been absolutely incredible. 0 penalties, 0 turnovers. That's how you win a game, said Marcella. I agree with you. Jamar Chase tackle stat says more about the Bengals QB throwing picks. Oh, it absolutely does. 1,000%. No, 1,000%. What a game. 17 to 30. Lions fall. 30-17 is what I should say. Chiefs win. They get the W. It was a great win. I have nothing but respect for the Lions. I like what Dan Campbell's done to that culture. I think Jared Goff's a good quarterback. They've got a lot of weapons, a lot of playmakers. Shout out to Spags. I think he coached out of his mind, because when you hold the number 1 scoring offense that through 3 weeks of football, they're averaging 40 points a game, right? They're averaging 40 points a game, and you do this? 17 to 30, you hold them to 17? I mean, that's absolutely incredible. Yeah, this is a great game. This is the best win of the season. I don't even know if it's close. Because, yeah, you beat... Who else did you beat? You beat the Giants. Who gives a rat's you-know-what? I mean, a win's a win, so we'll take it. And then who else did they beat? Maybe somebody else. Because they've won 3 games. I could tell you really quick. Oh, they beat the Ravens. Curb stomped them. And they were super banged up. But still, this win felt really good. It really did. Let's freaking go. Loved Mahomes' interview. I'll have to watch it, Jason. Thank you for the 14 months, brother. Aiden with the 5. If we're dropping 30 with a washed Kelsey, quote-unquote washed Kelsey in a bad run game, I can't wait for what happens when Rice comes back. Yeah, for sure, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Rice will return. It'll open things up even more for the run game. Like, it will help complement each other. It's just you saw the lack of a truly dynamic running back in the backfield. When you're down Worthy, you're down Rice. I still wouldn't necessarily mind a move made for a running back. I just think a move for, like, even a role-playing, like, just rotational, rather, D lineman that can get after the quarterback. Like, give me somebody, man, because FAU's on IR. Janarius Robinson was on IR. You have Malik Herring, a healthy scratch. You've got a Minihue, Mike Dana. But they said Dan Skipper pitched a shutout on that side. Until he didn't. Until he didn't. I mean, Minihue eventually got a sack from that side. I mean, we're definitely going to take it. Hank D's with the 25 months. Let's go, dude. Cole, great game. Coach gave the game ball to Jalen Moore in the locker room. That's what I said. Much love, dude. That's why I said Jalen Moore gets a game ball, man. To come in to just do what you did on no notice against like Aiden Hutchinson was over there sometimes. It was a hell of a game by him. Camden with the 26 months, complete domination on all phases. Send a message to the whole league. It was a great win. It's a week-to-week league. You got to keep stacking up them W's, but I'm very happy about it. There was a brawl at the end. Can you cover it? I can't because I didn't see it. So, I mean, I could try to find it now that we're done and, like, look at it real quick. Okay. Well, here's what happened. I guess I found the clip. I'm going to react to it with you guys because I have not seen this clip at all. The only problem is also I haven't seen... Like what led to this? But that's insane. He's just trying to shake. But again, I don't know what happened before, but he's just trying to shake his hand. So he gives Juju a shove. Pacheco's like, nah, dog, that's not cool. Juju's ready to go, though. Juju gets thrown to the ground, and then the brawl commences. I think Mahomes was trying to get in there to break it up, and they pull him off. Yeah, okay. I mean, now that I see it, I think Branch is the only one that's potentially going to get in trouble there. Here's the thing. No idea what was said. No idea what happened after, or before, rather. You can't do that, dude. You're professionals. You're paid millions of dollars to play a game. Afterwards, GGs. Afterwards, GD. No, not blasphemy. Afterwards, it's GGs, and you keep it moving. If you don't like that guy, fine. Don't go, just go away. Go straight to the tunnel. Tom Brady did that multiple times. Just went straight to the tunnel. Okay. I mean, that was a little much. He's probably going to get in trouble. I don't know if he's going to get suspended. But, yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Whole clip is in Discord. Game Day chat. Darrell posted it. Yeah, I definitely found it. Thank you, Nefarious, with the 5. Mike with the 2. Seeing who the Giants beat equals better win for us. Well, yeah, and the Giants just beat the Eagles. Yeah, they're looking better. I mean, we had Russ out there. The Chiefs had Russ out there, but yeah, we'll take it for sure, man. Thank you, guys. Mikipe, I hope I said that right with the 2. Mike with the 2. Nefarious with the 5. Unnatural with the 2. Just don't play down to the Raiders. That's a habit. Yeah, come back, pedal to the metal, and let's go. Win. Come out of that 4-3 and start stacking up the W's. You got Rice back. Casey with the 5. Before that, Mahomes tried to shake his hand, and Branch blew him off. Then Juju walked over after he saw and put his hand out. Then that happened. Yeah, Mahomes was jawing with, I think, somebody sometime during the game. So, maybe that was an aspect of, I'm not shaking y'all's hand. Get out of here. But the punch to Juju's face, that's where you just can't do that. You just can't do that. Yeah, for sure, Casey. Thank you for the 5. Jason with the 5. Mahomes tried to shake Branch's hand, and Juju saw it and probably called him out. Yeah, he probably said something. And then it was like, hey, man. And then Branch is like, you. Not cool. It is what it is. Good games, man. Good game. Huh? When you lose in fantasy, the Chiefs win? I mean, we're going to take that all day. We're going to take that all day. Butker's extra point attempt was blocked. Just watched it. Ooh, yeah, I'll go back and look at it for sure. It didn't get... Nobody credited a tip or a block on the ESPN, I think, play-by-play, but still. That would make a little bit more sense because it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close, man. Oh, Lions Syndicate. Yeah, Lions Syndicate, the guy we had on to interview, he just sent out a tweet saying, good game, HBTC, we'll see you in February. I'm just saying best of luck the rest of the season and stay healthy. That's what you got to do. Stay healthy, man. Well, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Socket with the 10. Thank you, man. Just got tickets to the Christmas game. No matter what, I am going to be celebrating 87 plus 13. 100. Heck yeah. Come on now. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that game. Yeah, offense did great. Defense did excellent. The team, this was their best win of the season, and you're getting Rice back next week. I couldn't be happier. Please enjoy this win, guys. Really appreciate all y'all hanging out. I'm going to get off and make some content, but man, it's awesome to call a stream and get a W against a great opponent. So I'm very happy with it, but appreciate each and every one of y'all, and until next time, let's go. Shout out to the mods, man, for holding it down. The mods, everybody being in here, all the dono bombs and memberships, all of it, man, but I appreciate y'all, and until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.
How about those Chiefs?